Round two, Alexa, play Just Friends by Music Soulchild.
Listen to Just Friends. Sunny, explicit anytime you like with Amazon Music Unlimited on this Echo Dot. For a limited time, you are eligible for a 3-month free trial, which then renews at $5.99 a month until you cancel.
Alexa's
Terms in
the
the Alexa
worst.
app. Should I start the free trial and play Just Friends?
No.
Sunny, explicit?
No.
Okay, shuffling Just Friends. Sunny, explicit and similar songs from Amazon Music with Prime.
Hey, that's my joint though.
I know this might seem strange, but let me know if I'm out of order. Into you this way, see, I've been watching you for a while.
And I just gotta let you know that I'm really feeling. Cause I
had to go today.
and leave you with my number. Hey, what's up? What up, though? And if you don't, well, I ain't mad at you. We can still be cool, cuz. Hey. I just wanna know we can hook up, hang out, and chill. Damn, I'm surprised that you go. Cause the way you walked away, I thought I wasn't gonna see you no now. But you didn't wanna give me your man. Digging me. But anyway, I probably, yo, what up, though? You can just chill, or you can just chill with me. As long as you're comfortable and you feel secure when you're with me, cuz, hey, oh. I just wanna know we can. Oh, yeah, yeah. Maybe we could go see a movie, girl. Maybe we can hang out, girl. Whatever you want to do, just let me know. It's up to you. Go, baby. Oh, we gonna rock out tonight. I got one that might hurt your feelings a little bit. But is it really about our feelings though? I'm not trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even got anything, anything. It's all over, babe. Hey, just chill, don't sit, pillow. Ain't out to get nothing from you. Oh no, oh. Yeah, you know the classic, babe. Talk about you, girl. Oh yeah. I do things for you anytime you need me. All right. What up, though? Welcome in. A little bit of Velvet After Dark, a little bit of Velvet Early. Get some of this work before y'all go to sleep. We got a long schedule this week. Anyway, Can't see the words? Well, I mean, what you want me to do? Huh? How's my shirt blocking the screen? Like, that don't make no sense. Let me do this real quick, all right? Is Lotus in the building? Lotus, are you with us, Lotus? Would you want to give a little evening thing, or should I just go route? Y'all killing me. Give me a second. Can I do what I do first before you do?
Go, Robert.
Hi, Lo. Welcome in, sis. All right, ain't nothing. You know, I had to play a little music, so we just gonna jump right into it. You know what? We ain't gonna even hesitate.
Just say this, no profanity, please.
That's it.
No profanity.
No profanity. You're willing to come up if you want. We just have a little something. Of course, you know, they just be coming up with topics, and I just want to talk about it. So, tonight's question: do we show up as ourselves?
Do we show up as
I'm,
ourselves?
I'm just laughing.
We think people want.
I didn't want to say it because I know it's a little trigger, but yeah. Do we show up as ourselves or who we think people want? That is tonight's question. I just had to laugh because we're going to get these boxes so people can see it because I know some people can't see. Is that better, Rain?
Yeah, because you really couldn't see against that gray.
Well, you know, I'm feeling great right now. I'm feeling great and great. So, do we truly show up as ourselves or who we think people really want? That's the question tonight. I know, I guess nobody want to pull up tonight. So, This is awkward. None of my bros is pulling up on me. Like, what the heck? Brothers, how y'all doing tonight? You're feeling me right now? You don't want to come and play with me? Yeah, they don't want to come and play with me tonight. What don't matter? You don't want to come and play. All right, Lotus, guess what? I'm not touching no boxes. Everything is on you. I'm just going to sit here and keep my hands in my hoodie. What up, though? So, what's the question? Uh-oh. Who's this? Yo, this person, anyway. So y'all know what the question is. Do we show up as ourselves or do we show or who we think people want? Anybody can say something? Ford over there eating so I can hear the plate scraping. So we're gonna skip him. 7-5, Chef, what you got?
Yeah, I would say both. Well, it depends on age and stage. So I show up for the same person every single time. Hey, come down.
I can't.
You can. Okay.
Yes, but I speak different.
Okay, that's true.
That is why there's
You want us to come back to you, Chef? Because I see the children is trying to get at you.
Oh, they always will.
No, it's all good. I respect
I
that.
land my plane, but I say it's the people at a younger age. I would say yeah. At this stage and age, the same thing you get on off the app. No matter what space I am, I'm still gonna be me. I ain't got nothing to prove. I did that already.
Amen to that. I respect that.
there too.
Oh, come on, Miss Faison. Don't hide now.
Oh, I'm not hiding, baby. I think people come forward, and put on a facade. People pretend. I think they play the role of what they think the other person expects. Not everybody come straight forward, raw, uncut themselves no more. It's a whole other game out here now. And I ain't willing to play it. I'm gonna give you all of me, raw, uncut. You can take it or leave it. I'm not gonna put on no facade for nobody. But it's a lot of games out here being played, even now. And that's a young person game. But I don't understand why people can't just be real. Be themselves. Because if a person can't accept that, then hey, let them go.
Now, I can understand that. I mean, I could definitely understand that, but my my thing is to ask you, when you said you give all of you, how much of you do you truly give?
Not coming. When I meet somebody, I'm not gonna give you all of me. You know, it takes time before you even expose everything about your life to the person. First of all, you just kind of think you got some mutual interest first, I think, before you start getting too personal about your past and all this other stuff. But I'm just not gonna put on a facade and just make you think I'm just some queen out here ready to save you and cook for you, watch for you, and be your wife. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Right? No, and that's fair, you know, because I just say that some people do put on facade. They fake the funk. They are not truly who they say that they are. They come one way and then they become a whole other person. But at the same time, I also believe that sometimes you do have to create, and I could be right, I could be wrong, but some people do create this type of person just because this is what they expect, and that's what we call the representative. So do we really create the representative, or do they come natural? And that's what this. If you look at the way the question is set up, you would think that some people create the representative. I am me until a certain extent. Oh, you in the big box, Lord. What up, though? You got something you want to share, Lotus? You in the big box. Hello? Okay, let me switch that up. I got you. Hold on, y'all. We haven't. There we go. So, what's up, Sonny? Welcome in. Ford, you got any brother got anything you want to share? Y'all good? No, we can't hear you, Lotus. Hold
So,
on.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think at this age we should be showing up as New York. However, I think we can't be delusional and act like that actually happens. Even at this age, people are faking it till they make it, and that's why discernment is so important. And maybe moving at a little bit of a slower pace is important as well.
No, you know what? That is true. And the thing is, I think people don't want to show up as their true self. I think they like putting on persona. I think for them it's more exciting to be someone else and to pretend to be something that they're not than coming as their true self. Because guess what? How many people actually sit there and say, "I like you for who you are," even though we truly don't? We only like the person some people only like the person that they see in front of them. So if I'm pretending to be something, I'm acting a certain kind of way. That's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna like. Hands down. Until I decide to change, and then once I make the change of becoming who I truly am, then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know if I can like this person. How come you never told me you was like this in the beginning? Because we don't share everything. You learn as you grow, and you learn as you go.
Some people don't even know who they are either. That's another problem. We have a lot of people walking around not even realizing who they are and what their purpose is, their out of alignment. And so they show up as what they think we want. And then life starts happening. And then you start realizing, oh, wait a minute. It's not sustainable if it isn't genuine.
But isn't it our fault for people showing up? And I'm gonna tell you why it's our fault. Because when we have a conversation and the man asks a woman, what kind of man you're looking for, what kind of man do you want, what kind of woman you want, even though they're not that person, they become that person just to get with you. So who's at fault? Is it the one that said what they wanted, or the person that became who you wanted them to be? And you accept it. True. No, that's 100% right. But I'm blaming the person that gave me the blueprint because you gave me the blueprint. I didn't ask. I just asked you a question, and you offered all the information that I need. So yeah, I'm going to become that person if I really wanted to get with you, and I see what you was all about. Yeah, but that don't mean I'm gonna marry you. I'm just getting with you for the moment. You just somebody like right now. Okay, here's the thing. You get one of these. I'm talking about baddies. You know what I mean? Like, yo, shorty bad. She got all this powder pink bang. And you want and you start talking to her that you know what kind of man you looking for, this, that, and the third. She tells you the type of man that she's looking for. You become that man. Just because you want to smash. And that's the problem that a lot of brothers do. They meet women, they become these representatives because they want to get in their pants. And you know what? As sad as bad as I don't want to say it, a lot of women fall for that type of dude.
Hello.
Hello, welcome in.
Thank you. I totally agree with what you're sharing right now. I feel that it is not what it used to be back in the days. I think that a lot of our community are just moving like for whatever is being shared like so quickly, and they're not giving them time to date and actually get to know that person. I know a lot of people they've been dating for 2-3 months and they already a relationship. Like I don't judge anyone, but how can you expect to know a person just with 2-3 months? And then now that we have the social media plays a big role into projecting this person that you can present the way that you want the person to see you, but it's not actually the way that you are. I don't know. I just think that that's what it is.
Well, you know what? You can meet a person in 3 months and get married in 3 more months after that. You can get married within 6 months. Believe it or not. But it all depends on the person that you meet, and if that's the right person that fits you. When you know, you know. When you know, you truly know. There's no need to waste time. And that's one thing I see a lot of people do. They waste time in these relationships. And when I say waste time, which means when you're with somebody, wasting valuable time of your life, spending years. That is wasting time with somebody. You are not investing in anything. You are just still a girlfriend. He is just still a boyfriend. If that's what you want to call it, I don't call it that because after a certain age, you're no longer a girl and I am no longer a boy. But we are doing boyfriend and girlfriend stuff, which is we are doing young people stuff when we call it dating. But in technically in reality, people don't even know what dating means. Dating, we going out to hang out. Oh, this is my girl. I would never say this is my girl because she's not a girl. But we are doing childish things. That's the reason why you still have adults saying this is my boyfriend, this is my girl. Because it's childish behavior.
I feel great to that too. A lot of the things that happen nowadays is that people are not really for commitment. They just like as soon as they see like the side of the partner, they just give up and they walk away. I really love the back in the days where you have to, you somebody you commit to each other and you make it work. You go to like the hard and easy part, and you're almost a couple, right? But nowadays it's so easy to just say, you know what, I don't want to be with you. I'm just gonna walk away instead of actually solving the problem and continue to grow together. I don't know.
But I mean, what people got to understand is commitment. If we're dating, I'm not committed to you. If I'm courting you, I'm courting you. I'm not committed to anything unless you carry my last name. That's when the commitment starts. Now I have to commit my life to you because I chose to marry you. If all that other stuff does not hold no weight, and it's the reason why a lot of people get caught up with this. I have to become this person for this woman, or she has to be like this. I got to change who I am. No, in dating, I'm not changing who I am. I'm going to change once I get married. Then once me and you become one, that's when the change begins because I can no longer do childish things. I can no longer move in a certain caliber. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to come there and pretend to be something that I'm not, which is what a lot of men and women do. They come in there like they create this lifestyle for them and act like we're supposed to maintain that lifestyle. But then we get upset because things don't go the way that they want it to go. No, Melon, I want you to come up with that. I want you to come up with that little statement that you made.
Yeah, go ahead, cook with it.
It was cute what she just said right there in the comments. She coming up. Oh, she coming up. That's what I'm talking about. Let me get some of this. What's up, sis? Welcome in.
Hey, hey,
What's going on? So I was reading your comment. You said commitment comes when you find your person, and you know that you're going to marry that person. No, that's not when commitment comes. That's called courting. I'm not.
Yeah, you court, right?
Right.
You're gonna be committed to that person. As far as this is the one I'm focusing on. I'm not gonna play the field or whatever. But this is the one I found that I have a real connection with and I want to marry. This is gonna be my wife or my husband today. And yeah, I'm gonna put all my eggs in a basket and I'm gonna just give all my attention to her or him. That's what I meant by that statement.
Right.
You court with somebody, your intentions are, I'm courting you, we have a connection, and one day you're gonna be my wife. So I'm not gonna be out there dating anyone else or focusing on anyone else because you done found this person that you have a strong connection with. And men already know within the 6 months over to a year if this is gonna be the woman that they're gonna marry. They'll put all their other side dates or whatever on the back burner because they want to focus on that one person. I've never heard anyone anywhere say, "Yeah, I'm gonna marry this girl, but I'm still gonna date on the side. This is gonna be my wife." You know, it doesn't make sense.
Well-
If you found your person, you're already gonna know automatically. Yo, I don't want to mess this up. This is somebody I'm gonna spend my life with, and I think we got a good thing going on here. And at this age in this stage and age in our lives, we already know what we want, and we already know what we're looking for. So why are we still playing games? If you're gonna be my person, I'm gonna be your person. We might as well lock it in because we both want the same thing. I'm not gonna start dating anybody else because yeah, you said this to me, he said this to me, but this one right here is real. This is the one I want. This is the one. She got everything that I need. Why am I out here dating with it? I'm gonna date you up until I say I do at the altar, and then I'm gonna cut off all my side chick. That's
No.
not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. I like what you said. It sounds good. No, it really does. I can agree with some of the things you say. Hands down, honestly, I can. But my thoughts, of course, it's just me. If I'm courting you, that doesn't mean I'm going to marry you. I'm courting you just to see the type of woman that you are. Now, if it just so happens that hey, we fit, then yeah, I'm going to marry you. But I'm not going to be committed to. Even as I'm courting or I'm dating you, I'm not going to be committed like that. I'm not going to give you. I'm not committed. I'm committed to the courting. I'm not committed to you. I'm committed to what I'm doing to make sure that you're right. That's where my commitment comes. I have to be committed. I have to stand strong in what I believe in, and I have to make sure that I'm committed to being 100% real to you. But I'm not committed to you because at any given moment, you as a woman can go find a whole nother dude and be doing a whole nother thing. But meanwhile, I'm sitting here putting in all this work into you. And you out there, and I'm not even trying to lay down with you or nothing. I'm trying to get to know you mentally and spiritually. But meanwhile, you over there getting physical with a whole nother dude. I'm not saying that's you, but I'm just saying in retrospect. You as a woman could be getting physical with a whole nother dude while this other man is trying to court you. And vice versa. So we got to be careful when it comes to this courting. I'm committed, I'm uncommitted, because true commitment comes with that. That's when you know, and it's not like I'm gonna get to the altar and cuddle the women. No, the moment I put that ring on your finger, and I mean that, listen, I'm going to marry you ring. That's when, you know what? Let's say this: when the engagement starts, that's when the true commitment starts. It should start from that point, because now I'm investing my life in you. So here's the ring to let you know that you are the chosen one. So now from that point, no other woman should exist. The moment I place that engagement ring on your finger, which means now you are mine. And now I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to commit to this relationship because guess what? Within the next few months, we're going to get married. That's just my thing.
Okay, that's basically what I said when I I was like 6 months to a year.
You ain't say that. Stop
I was
playing.
going out. Like, did you hear me? I think you was listening to respond instead of listening to understand. But I did say, and I did mention, like 6 months down the line, if we're dating and we feel like it's going to be our person or whatever, I'm not going to continue to keep dating outside. You know what I mean? If I found my person, I found my person. I think we're going to go far.
If we are 6 months, if we are 6 months in and you ain't got no engagement ring, I can still go do what I want. I don't care. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Until you get the engagement ring is when I'm committed. That's what I said. Not 6 months. Because I can be with you for 6, 7. Look, how many people right now are in these 15, 16-year relationships and still got an engagement ring and was never married? Let's do the math. You got people that have been dating people for 20 some odd years and then get upset talking about he cheated on you. He cheated on you? What do you mean he cheated on you? Yeah, you know, we've been together for this long and he had a baby outside. What relationship? That ain't in no doggone relationship and that ain't your... Listen, if you've been dating for that long, y'all still for the streets. Bottom line, that man can still run wild. He can still do what he want to do and vice versa.
Okay. I think at our age, we done had a lot of experiences in dating, marriage, and everything else. At our big old age, we should already know what we want.
Hey, my age ain't that big. Don't put me in that place just because I got gray hair. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just playing. I'm just teasing. No, but listen, even people at this big age, they do it. You got grown men and grown women still out there thinking that they in their 20s and 30s, still out there, man, you know, I can't settle down. I don't want to settle down. But you don't want to settle down, so what do you want to do? Because I mean, what you really want to do. And some of these women talk, this is why you hear some of these women talking about I can't find the right man. You can't find the right man on this relationship. But listen, some of y'all just need to accept what you can accept and keep it pushing. Because some of y'all ain't. No, I'm not. See, listen, hold on. It ain't about selling. Listen, some of y'all ain't no spring chicken. So don't be acting like, oh, I still got it. You still got what? Because if you go to your house and open up your medicine cabinet and you got more than 6 jars of pills, you ain't got it all together.
Well, y'all don't all have it all together.
I never said we did.
Experience because the field that I'm in, right? A lot of men think like you do. I have to go to nursing homes and pick up these patients who are damn near on their deathbed. And you know why? They ain't got no family members, nobody to come over there and take care of them, look after them, want to make sure they're well-being, because they played them games all through their life. They fucked up families.
Hey, no profanity, young lady. No profanity, young lady. With your young old age, no profanity, young lady.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. When they done messed up their lives, and I pick up these people, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Do you have anybody for me to call to let them know you're on your way to the hospital? It's like, I don't have anybody. You know who I don't see? Women. Women in them homes have all the support and love that they need. It's the older men that are dying alone because they messed up in their lives.
Why we have to mess up in their lives? Why y'all women can't mess up? You see, that's a bad statement. Why because these men
natural nurturers and they love to give. And then for some are by nature. Yeah, we nurturers by nature.
Yeah, that's a lie. Y'all can't even listen. Y'all can't. You know what? Y'all talking about y'all nurturers by nature. Y'all can't even take
care of women in their lives versus men in their lives who weren't there, who weren't around. You know, they cheated on their moms and whatever they did.
How are y'all natural nurturers? Y'all can't even take care of doggone plant. But y'all want to talk about your nurture. Knock it.
Wait, can you build a house?
What? Can I build a house? Yeah, I can build a house. Can you flush a toilet? Can you change the toilet?
Yes, I can.
You can change the whole toilet.
I can from 2 pair of home money. You know, I'm talking to the wrong.
Hold on.
I can do all that. I am the type.
Hold on, late Melanie. Hold on, sister. Hold on.
Some of y'all just some legs, okay? Hold on, please.
No.
Statistically, that's inaccurate information. Women are in the nursing home at high percentages. So you guys need to fact check that. Okay? Y'all gonna talk about these men getting dropped off in these nursing homes because they didn't choose you. That's inaccurate information. So
I didn't say that.
So please, you just said the men.
I said there are men in the nursing home. I didn't say men outweigh women in the nursing
You
home.
said at a
I
high
said there
percentage rate.
of men in the nursing home.
That's the same thing. Don't play semantics.
Listen, honey.
Don't play semantics. You said at a high percentage rate. I'm not listening. I'm not slow. Anytime you say at a high percentage rate, you're saying that you're trailblazing your numbers. Right or wrong?
All I'm gonna say is this.
I said who don't have support. I'm not talking about the numbers. I'm talking about literally who don't have support from family members. Because of what they did in their past. I said there's more women in nursing homes who have support other than men.
Well, that's because you know
I'm
what.
talking about the numbers of how
But you know what?
I don't care about that. I'm talking about the single men in nursing homes who don't have support.
All right, but let me.
Because of the way they live.
Hello, let me say something real quick. I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying, right? But here's the thing with that percentage, right? The only thing about it is they put their fathers in nursing homes, but they put their mothers because guess what? The mothers get more love than the father. It's a saying. Men, we love women unconditional, but women love with conditions. That's the reason why their mothers get it, because they've been loving their children with conditions. Never truly put, like, the fathers put the work in, but they don't get no recognition, so they just throw them in the home. But they act like the mothers do everything and the fathers don't do jack. That's crazy work to even throw your pops in there. Meanwhile, this man been working his entire life taking care of the family, but you want to put him in a nursing home. But some of y'all will actually sit there and keep your mothers in the house and throw your fathers to the wolves. Now let's call that. They would throw they, and that's crazy work.
You know, when they're mad or not getting what they need or what they feel they deserve, you know, it's a lot of envious women that talk down on fathers that really do a lot.
And they do it to the children. And they do it in front of their children. And then, and you know what the worst part about that is? When you're doing it in front of your children, that's why the children look at the fathers in a certain way. I can't stand my dad. I hate the way my daddy talks to my mom. Yo, my daddy ain't this. But you know what the sad part? That's because the mother plays, she's trying to play both sides of the coin. She actually sitting there bashing the father because he did something wrong in front of the child. And now got the child hating the father. So then when the father do come around, the kid don't even want to be around the father because the mother kept planting all these negative seeds in the father's ear. And it makes it even harder for the father to even build with the child because the child don't even want to hear what the daddy got to say because they're hearing from the mother.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. That is the case sometimes. That is.
And that's sad, and I hate that.
But it's the truth.
I hate that. And when you try to
One at a time, ladies, one at a time.
It's not sometimes. That happens a lot.
Yes. I do want to share something that I
hold on, Sonny. I don't think he was breaking down.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because when I heard that sometimes that wasn't on it. That happens more than just sometimes. That happens a lot. That is very common in a lot of situations. So let's not diminish that.
You're right. So correct.
The thing I don't understand is this. We have to come correct. And when it comes to being a mother and a father. Because I showed up for this woman, or she showed up for this man in a certain type of way. We chose to lay down with them. We chose to have a child together. We chose to be co-parenting, but we're not even doing that because the majority of the time when the father has to fight tooth and nail. He has to damn near go overseas. Like he has to fight tooth and nail for that, just to even see his child. The majority of the mothers right now, what they tend to do is I don't know how we got here, but I gotta go there. It's already here. So some of the mothers use the child as a pawn. Why are you using your child as a pawn? I don't know, sis, but I'm gonna reel it back. A lot of mothers and fathers use child as a pawn. That's the reason why I'm gonna say this. The thing is this: you have to understand the person that you chose, because when you met this person, before you laid down with this person, you didn't really get a chance to vet this person. You didn't really get a chance to do a background check on this person. You just chose the person for who they were, or you created somebody. You created that person by telling them exactly what you want. A lot of times we don't sit there and ask the tough questions. We don't even do background checks. And this is the reason why I say what I say. A lot of times we got to start doing background checks, even at big ages, on the people that we met. Like, yo, I need your social security number, I need your date of birth, I need all that. For what? Because I need to know what kind of person you are, who you are. We gotta stop. Sometimes we gotta stop taking people for what they truly say. Oh, but this is me. I would never do that. I would never hurt you. I'm just this the type of man that I am, or this the type of woman that I am. And then 4 or 5 months later, 6 months later, you got a whole different individual knocking on your door. And a lot of times we do. I say this. We do play some certain role of being what the person wants. We're not our true authentic self. People say, well, this is who I am. No, it's not who you are. Because the way you are with this person, you could be totally different with the next person. So we do have personas that we put on. Let's keep it a buck. Because what we say, I don't want to go into this relationship the way I was in the last one, right? So what do you happen to do? You happen to change who you are. So we change all the time. Nobody can say it if you because here's the thing, one more time, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna land. When we say that we're going to, if I have to be the same person in every relationship, this is the reason why a lot of us keep going through different and having different relationships. Because we never change. The person may change, but we never change. I land there. It's an open floor now. I got it.
I think Sunny wanted to say something. Go ahead, Sunny. Thank you. No. I agree with yourself in the same moment. I do want to share that I do praise the men that they actually are there for their kids and for their kids. I was raised by my father, so I have really high standards that a man can do. It's capable of doing a lot. Not the same as mom. Each of one of them have the little special part. But there are some good men out there, and I praise them. I do praise them, and I'm a mom of 3 boys, so I hope one day my boys can be the providers and have a nice family where respect is number one on their family,
Ain't no good men out there. They're just men. The man has to be good for you. You can't say there's good men out there because you don't know every man, and every man can't be good for you.
You're right.
We have to be careful when we say certain. Well, I'm looking for a good man. There are good men out there. No, because if there was good men out there, if there was good men and women, everybody would have one. Nobody would be complaining.
Hey, I'm with you when you're right.
That's the truth. If there were so many good men and good women out here, we would all be with somebody. And we wouldn't even be complaining because guess what? I found a good person. How many times have we found good people? How many times have we even fell in love with somebody? I think in our lifetime, if you're a certain age, you've been in love at least five times max. Everything else was lust. But you loved at least 5 people. And I'm talking about relationships.
If there was someone that was good for nothing, just saying.
I feel like women, they be pretty on the outside, but they rot so tortured so.
Yeah, here's the thing. A lot of pretty women dwell on their prettiness and they forget, and then they get these brothers that only keep feeding their ego. Now there are a lot of ego-driven women out here that may look good. They may look good as all outdoors, but guess what? Just because you look good does not mean you are a good person, does not mean you have a good spirit, and you are just looks. Which means a man would just get with you for eye candy, just so he can watch you, just so he can lay down with you. How many brothers can actually sit and say, well, every chick I laid down with look good. No, you used a lot. Some of y'all took a couple hits. I call a spade a spade.
Five gazillion, it's crazy.
speak for other women. I was married for 25 years. One man, my first everything. I'm just recently divorced, so.
No, and you're not functional. You can only speak for yourself.
They done it themselves. But it's a tragedy all around.
It is a tragedy. It's tragic. It's tragic. To sit here and actually got to put in the whole persona just to be with somebody, that's crazy work. Because imagine how much you got to go through. You got to wake up every day knowing that you're lying to somebody, knowing that that's not, matter of fact, knowing that's not even you. Because you're too busy trying to be with somebody to make them happy, that you had to put on this whole different facade. Like, I don't understand how people can do it. How people can actually sit up and go through that for a year.
A lot of people haven't been shown how to be in a relationship. I grew up in an upper middle class, 2-parent home. My grandparents were married up until death did them part. You know what I'm saying? I have role models of men and women, strong men and women in my family. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of my friends and co-workers go through the things that we're talking about now. And it's sad. You know, a lot of them were tricked, and a lot of them tricked the men too.
Well,
It definitely both ways. And it's a sad situation.
it is. So to address Amber Richard, she said, I know I picked the wrong fruit a few times, picking fruit off the tree. I picked off the ground. And see, that was your fault because you was out there doing the picking. See, when the funny thing is, when y'all women go out there and they be talking about, I gotta find a man and y'all looking for the dude, guess what? Y'all wind up finding exactly what you're looking for, the wrong thing. And then get upset. And then be like, well, you wasn't everything I expected because it wasn't your expectation to pick that man. But you went and did it anyway because a lot of women that go out there and try to find a man is because you're desperate and you're alone. And you need somebody to come and rock the box. That's basically what it boils down to. You are missing that one little piece in your bed and you think that you found the right one. I found my guy, I found my man, but guess what? You found him, your girlfriend found him, her friend found him. It's crazy work. Because what makes you think that a lot of times y'all think that y'all found this dude, but guess what? Who else is that dude talking to? Because you ain't the only woman that approached that man and started talking to that man and accepted that man. You ain't allow that man to approach you. I'm not even gonna get into all that other part, but it's true. That's why y'all get listen. Why you think some of y'all women get dogged out? Because of the choices that y'all make. Y'all be thinking that he's the right one because he said all the right stuff, and then y'all get dogged out, and then y'all want to get mad. And then you want to get mad at every dude, as if it's every man's fault that one dude dogged you out. But you need to blame yourself. Blame yourself, because you didn't read the man. You just.
I mean, I agree with you, and I disagree with you at the same time because some women, young women especially, they don't really understand love. They didn't have a father figure. So when a man presents like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this for you," they put on that mask, and then once they get comfortable, she's already in love and not willing to give him up. So she takes the brunt of whatever he's giving her. And then she stays. And then when she finally leaves, it's like, oh, you should have chosen him. But he presented like this person, but I was already stuck. I was already too stuck. I thought he would change. I thought he would be better. I thought he would do this or that, blah, blah, blah. And then there you are. Now you're labeled the villain because this man baked his way into your heart, got you there, and then really presented who he was. And now you're stuck because you feel like you're really in love with this person who showed you all the things that you never saw.
So somebody asked me, damn, do I blame the men? What she said? I like.
Where's the accountability though on her part? Did she not have any other males in her family?
And that's what I said. She didn't have anyone.
You said she didn't have a father.
Father, uncles, whoever. It doesn't matter. She didn't have any type of. Girl, why are you trying to go back and forth? I'm just trying to stay on my feet. I'm not trying to argue.
Don't come up in here calling me girl. I'm nobody's girl. That's the insult.
Well, to get back to what I was saying, right? So the young lady came and she said, do I hold men accountable? Yes, I hold men accountable. But at the same time, here's the thing. We have to call it, I call it for what it truly is. See, sometimes these men, right? These are the ones that they take. These are the men that take advantage of women. That's not, and I'm not blaming the woman, but guess what? Everybody has to be held accountable to a certain degree. When a man, when these men know that you are easily prey, you are vulnerable. A lot of things, some of these things is what your women should learn from your mothers. But if your mother was doing it, then guess what? You're a product of your environment. Same thing with a man. If a man was only around a bunch of players, what do you think he's going to do? If a man has a father and he sits there, his father's been laying up with multiple women and he wants to impress his father, I want to be like my daddy, that's what he's going to do. He's going to go out there and do exactly what his father did because he didn't learn no better. A lot of stuff is learned behavior, but you as the individual have the right to change that behavior. But it falls solely on you as the individual. If you are not willing to change who you are, then guess what? If you can't see it as a woman, you know what? My body's precious, my body's gold. This is my temple. I'm not going to allow any man to come and penetrate this unless he's going to marry me and he has to be the right man. So I'm going to position myself. But see, we also have to understand too the fact that when people position themselves, it doesn't the reason why these people come the way that they come. And they become who you want them to become because who gives out the blueprint? The man or the woman. So if
Why is it that it's been 3 years that I'm single? Because, you know, it's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, why has it been 3 years you're single? You've been dating?
No, I think on the last conversation that we had, you mentioned that it's probably I'm avoiding, and that's probably what it is. I'm scared, or I'm avoiding it. I don't know. This generation is just so different now.
It's not the generation, it's you. You can't blame the generation.
I'm old school too. I don't know about the generation. I would be.
My thing,
I don't know. I'm gonna say it's you know, all this drama, all this thing. You know, maybe I'm just not allowing myself to deal with it like that.
let me ask you a question. How old are your kid?
I have a 20, 18, and 30.
How many of them are boys or men?
They're all
Okay, how many of them live with you?
just the youngest one.
Okay, so you've been married to your son for 3 years.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so you spending more time with your boys instead of that. It's called you avoiding dating. You are avoiding dating, but you are compensating with your son. So you're trying to say a man ain't, so let me hold on. What I'm hearing is a man is not peace. Finding the right
I don't know. I haven't dated before. I mean, I was married to my kid's dad. I was married with him for 9 years, and then I've been single. My second relationship was 4 years, and that's it.
But I'm just asking women in general. Is a man not peace?
The right man, it is. It can be. Yeah.
So if a man is peace, why don't you, as a woman, give a man a safe space? Ooh.
Give a man.
Did somebody say that's petty?
Can I ask a question?
Come on,
Ask a
bro.
question. And I want y'all to be honest, ladies. Do y'all feel like sometimes subconsciously you already kind of have it pegged that a lot of men are just no good? You're already in your mind of kind of written off the majority of men.
No, I'm not. I don't feel that way. I don't think that it's every man. I understand that every person is their own person. But I don't know. Can I say
The reason
something?
why,
Yeah, we got you.
Being honest as a woman, I am my own. I am my own destruction. I'm telling you, I've never seen. I wasn't raised with a father. I didn't have any role models. No, nothing more than TV. So I was that lady, that woman, that little girl that she was talking about that was raised with no male figure in the home. So I had no blueprint. So, and my mom was masculine. She was a real gangster. So I saw a woman, I was raised by a woman that was very dominant, that controlled me and talked crazy to me. And I vowed that I would never do that. But I think subconsciously I
I would let some of her come out of me, and that's not who I want to be. You know, I want to be that loving, caring, nurturing woman, you know, without having it. And I think I am my own. I know I sabotage more relationships because I feel like down the line it's going to end anyway. So why not, you know, and sabotage it? I am my worst enemy. I am, and I'm honest about this right here.
You know what?
And I know this.
I want to salute you. You're like the first woman that actually ever came up on a panel and actually told some truth about herself. Because some of them be up here capping. They be up here capping. So listen, just to even hold yourself accountable, which is amazing. But I do want to say this too. A lot of times we don't have to be what our parents were. Just because what our parents were, if we could see that there's no goal, no real pure, like I can't do nothing with that, and I have to be, I shouldn't have to be stern like my mother. I shouldn't have to be wild like my father. I should be able to create my own narrative as I get older because I see things that wasn't right, so I'm not going to do what they did. I'm going to become who I need to be. So if I don't know how to love, I'm going to learn how to love. If I never felt love, I want to know what love's feels like. I'm going to try to find it. I want it to find me. And sometimes people, the two things they mistake lust for love, they mistake pain and abuse for love.
Yeah, I had a friend that was like that.
But see, the reason why I asked that question because whoever it was that said, I enjoy my peace, was when I hear something like that, it's almost as if you already have it in your mind that, and you already know that's a risk. I mean, take risk every day. Take risk when you get in your car. But I'm not going to be like, man, I enjoy being safe, so I'm not going to try and drive to work today. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, if you want something, you want something as well. And the man that you want isn't going to just stop at your door or some delivery stuff. So you got to take a chance.
Right.
I don't think she really believed that. I think that's just a comfort level at this point for her.
I think that when it comes to dating or even courting or even marriage, everything is a risk. You are taking a risk with yourself. You are taking a risk in trusting someone with your heart, not with you, but with your heart. You are trusting this person to take care of your heart, to take care of your emotions, to take care of your feelings, men and women. Because the moment you get hurt, that trust factor goes out the door for everybody. And it's hard to bring that back. It's hard to reel that in because now all of a sudden you are on guard. You become this solid, you become this person that has a wall in front of them, and anybody that wants to get to penetrate that wall, they're gonna go through so much because now you feel like, you know what, now I know what it feels like. Now I know what men are up to, now I know, but not every man is the same. So we start finding ourselves, started treating people that we started dealing with the same. And don't even realize that we're doing it because we keep our guards up so high. That no matter how nice this person is, how beautiful this person has treated you, sometimes we go with this mindset, this is too good to be true. I can't do this because it don't seem too real. This ain't natural, this ain't normal. But why is that person normal, not your normal?
Man, I saw this comment one time, bro. I'm glad you said that. That was fire. It just hit me with this, remind me of this comment said, if you exist, then there's a man or woman like you that exists as well. So it's like we assume that it's like it can never seem to get in our minds like that the opposite of you, the opposite gender, your counterpart, complete you to be out there. Like I think God would just make someone like you could not make someone that could compliment. That's not how he works. The same way he made the sun and the night, the same way he made pain and joy, there's going to be someone that is like you. I would say that is no way. Find that in rain. I know who's not find that in rain. You have to believe that, though. You have to believe that.
Yeah, because not everybody's out. One thing you got to remember is, ladies and gentlemen, not everybody's out to hurt you. There is that one person that's there that actually wants to absorb and wants to mend that heart. But that's the one that you give. The problem I notice is this: the person that treats us like crap, we give them everything. But the ones that want to love on us and truly feel that we give them the most hardest times in the world. Why is that? Why do we make it so hard for someone that loves us, but make it easier for someone that don't love us?
Fear.
I think that's where I'm at.
Where's that at?
I said, I think that's where I'm at now. Since I was trying so long.
Well, we already told you what your problem is, but
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with y'all. I think that's where I'm at now.
yeah, but you gotta remove yourself from that space, sister, for real. Like, I think that sometimes we can't, because I've been married for 30 some odd years. Yes, I respect that and I love black. I'll tell you, I love black love. I'm all about it. But at the same time, if you're trying to date with someone, you have to first of all just go out and date unless you're looking to get married again. But I would say this: if you're going out to date, don't go out with dating with any expectations of the type of man that I want when I go on a date. Just go on a date and have fun. Leave the expectations behind. Because that's what destroys dating, when you go in there with all these expectations and the person don't turn out to be who you expect them to be. Because why? Because you already had expectations of what you want. Not just letting it be genuine. Not letting a date should just be a genuine thing. We're going out, we're meeting up, we're gonna go here, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, and that's it, and enjoy each other's time and enjoy each other's conversation. But don't go out there with all these, when I went on a date, girl, he wasn't what I expected. Of course not, because you already went with expectations of what. Stop, just go and have fun. It ain't that hard.
Well, it sounds like you're trying to make sense. Why you doing that today, Bill?
Am I trying to, what?
He's a nice person.
He knows man.
He's a nice person. That's why.
We appreciate all the advices and all the communication that you're giving us right now. One of the things that I can acknowledge that I do is that I think I don't know how to date anymore. I think whenever I go out with a friend, I automatically put him on this friend zone. And it's just like on the friend zone, and I don't allow myself to feel maybe some emotions. I don't know. I just think that
But why? What are you looking for? Listen, you must not just heard what I just said, but I'm gonna say it real again. So now, when you go out with, you just called him a friend. So he's just a friend. What are you looking for? So you have to ask yourself. This is the thing that people don't do. They don't ask themselves, what am I looking for when I go on a date? Am I looking for a man? Am I looking to be with somebody? Am I looking to have fun? So that way you automatically know what you want. So you can expect the other person. And even before you guys go on a date, maybe you should have those conversations when you're talking on the phone and let the person know what you're looking for exactly. So that way they can determine if they want to deal with that, or if they want to be a part of that or not. Because we don't. And to the woman that says being sick, being what she said, I got to come for this one. That's okay. She said because being single is better than being miserable. First of all, the only person that's miserable is you, because you made the relationship miserable. You're miserable in your own mind and in your own self. That's why you can't say a relationship is miserable. You make it miserable because you're a miserable person. And what did they say? Misery loves company. So it's funny how people can pinpoint, oh, I can't be in a relationship because it's miserable, but you ain't even in one.
And then they always want to speak on somebody else's relationship.
Because they're not in one. And see, the problem, I think a lot of people that talk about other people's relationship is because they don't know how to maintain one. Number one, they don't even know how to play their position in that relationship. So then they want to try to promote this, I'm single by choice, I'm single. No, you're single because you are a toxic individual. Nobody wants to be with you because they can already feel your negative energy, and plus the way that you're about to walk into a whole dating scene will already have doubts. So once you already doubted yourself and try to hit yourself with that, I love being single. No, you don't. Let's be real. Because you know what the single part is? You're going into an empty home. You're in the room by yourself. The only three things you're doing is this. You're scrolling social media, you are on your laptop, or you're sleeping. Who are you talking to? Who are you on the phone talking to? Exactly. Talking, look, even women say sitting on the phone gossiping about your girlfriend's relationship. I can't believe that. You know, I was mixed up with some shit talking about her man so much I got tired. Why'd you get tired? Because you ain't got nobody to talk about? You trying to steal your friend? Come on.
Do you think that every person knows how to actually love?
No, and to Taurus' son, she said, so because she's single, she's toxic? I never said she was toxic. You didn't hear the word toxic come out of my mouth. But sometimes you're single because you wasn't chosen. Now, what you said? Everybody what? Did you say something?
That each person, everybody, I don't think everybody is capable of loving.
Everybody's capable of love, but the question is, do they know how?
Yeah, they know how. That's what I'm saying. They know how.
Well, here's the beauty of it. Everybody loves it. Now, if you're talking about,
and give love if they've never seen it.
No.
I've never experienced it.
And I think sometimes it's a question when it's not love. Maybe to really spend clarity on that.
well, hold on. Give me 1 second. I know everybody's been talking, but I need to hear from Brother Derek. Derek, what's up, brother? Welcome in. Sitting in the corner, mad quiet.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm alright, man.
What's your
So
thoughts?
yeah, I'm just sitting back, man, just listening, taking everything in. I don't really have any questions right now, but a lot of this stuff that y'all speaking about is pretty common. I even hear certain things that y'all speaking about, where me and my lady friend, we was like really speaking on a lot of this stuff. So, like I said before, I'm just sitting back, just listening and taking notes on things that I should be doing better on my end. That way I can be a better person for her.
Well, you know what? Let me say this. No man can give you advice on the woman that you are with. Understand that. If any man would sit up here and tell you, yo, brother, you need to be like this, you need to be like that for your woman, they are totally wrong. I would not sit here and tell you how you're supposed to be, and I can't sit here and tell a woman how she's supposed to be for a man. Because every man and every woman is different.
So how you fix with these comments? Like you don't read the comment. How you fix with these comments?
Well, what they say?
You got just with the comments that we must mad because we want them to be single or they would rather be single than miserable. And then she, I don't know what it is, follows it up with saying, I would just rather be a 3 or 4 now.
Oh, I see that. I see, yeah, I see. I'd rather be a 3 or 4 now. Like, really? I love being myself.
But are they not controlling if your status is to be a 3 or 4?
What is it, 3 or 4?
3 or 4, that means she out there, she thought she'd rather give up her body. She doesn't, listen, the funny part is I think people are just trolling with all this nonsense. Because in the real world, let's be real. None of these women really want to be a 3 or 4. They want to lay on their backs and have brothers smashing. And next you know, they boxes looking like bad roast beef sandwiches from Arby's. Let's keep it a buck. We're not doing it. Exactly. Your pH balance is way off. You done messed up turtle tank and done messed up the Richter scale. Let's keep it a buck.
I disagree, and I love your life. I disagree. There are definitely women that love being 3 or 4s and love getting their back beat up. The same way there's women that love running through them. There is.
No, I believe I'm just shaking my head like I can't like this.
Like 100 the same day, 100 was cracked her, and then she's trying to break the record for like 1,000 in one day. I think like the ass or said something about being in love, forget wicked people in this world. There are people that literally they do not have goodness in them. They do not have an ounce of goodness in them. We don't want to accept that. I saw a little boy that was 6 years old talking about people, the people. He was 6 years old, and we don't even imagine it.
Hold on, I'll bring you back, Derek. I want this individual to come up, but they want to explain their nonsense.
3 or 4.
I want to hear this.
Me too.
Me? 3. Hey, YOLO the Don, you don't run nothing over here, so you cool out. Yo, Jeff in the comments, bitch.
Wow, what you?
Y'all don't run this live. Y'all don't tell us what we got on
All right, let's go. What's up?
Yeah, it's just all misery now, you know?
What's all misery?
When I think about it, it's just everything. Like listening to you guys, I do respect everybody's opinions and hear what everybody's saying, which I have been listening for a long time. But like one of the things, like you said, like we supposed to, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So if I'm not going out looking for you, I'm wrong.
Let me ask you a
And
question.
if I'm going out looking for you, I'm wrong. So now I'm confused. Okay, no, let me finish.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish. Okay.
I just want to give it to you all why I'm feeling it right now. Because people are explain, you're gonna understand. So then I'm like, okay, but then if I just say okay, whatever, and accept whatever, whenever, it's gonna be something that I'm not happy with. So literally, I'm still a fucking mattress. Excuse me, I'm still a mattress, right? Because there's no love there. And then the other part of that is that this whole, the men are the leaders. I get that whole thing. I get all of it, but now I feel like, so really what you're telling me is that y'all want us to just hold ourselves accountable for our own situations, even though, we tried to do the right things, but apparently you all weren't looking for us because apparently my husband would be prepared for me, right? So maybe my husband is not prepared for me. So what I need to be is just a 304, right? Because I'm over here doing all the right things. I don't understand.
Hey, you done made my brother hot. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to make anybody hot, but like it's confusing to me. It is really confusing to me because I literally have been waiting for my husband, but I don't even know what else to say after I heard everything here. I kind of just give up on it altogether. I feel like marriage is misery. Everybody's miserable in marriage. There's a miserable relationship. I'm not in a relationship, and I choose not to be in one.
Okay, let me know when you finish real quick. Okay.
I'm done.
Hold on.
I just want to say this real quick, and I'm gonna let you flip me. The tongue is a power of life and death. I don't know if you listen to what you just said, saying everyone's miserable and everything like that. You speaking that stuff over yourself, because they don't want to hear misery. I promise you that. The tongue is a power of life and death. Please think about the things you're saying and thinking.
Can I say one thing? Yes, and I'm gonna step first. If you say that you would rather be a 3 or 4, what man do you think you're going to attract? The ones that are gonna treat you as such.
Probably the same ones I always try.
Right. Because in his mind, you were the street. That's the energy you're giving them.
Yeah, but first of all, they don't meet me in the streets because I'm never in the streets. So if you
That's not what she mean. 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 That's not what we mean in the that's not what we mean in the street. Let me. Can I? I'm about to clarify everything that you just said in a minute. I'm just gonna let everybody get their piece. Okay, listen. When we say that you're for the streets, meaning like this. Here's the thing. You want to be a 3 or 4, right? 3 or 4 women are women of the night, women of the streets. Not saying that you're a street walker, but you for the streets, which means everything that you pick up is a street dude. There's nothing.
I don't.
Hold on. I got. You gotta let me.
Can we get everybody to mute? Not speaking about it. Thank you.
I'm gonna try to say this as gentle and as slow as possible. The thing is this. When women say they want to be 3 or 4, they really don't mean that, and I'm keeping it above. They really don't mean it. That's just for show. Because if you really know what a 3 or 4 is, you are out there giving up your body freely, and you are what we call used goods. You are a kick the can chick. You just get kicked around, get passed around, and nobody really cares about you. Nobody really truly loves you. There is no love there. It's all lust. And every man that you get will have zero respect for you. Zero. That's number one. Number two. Nobody's miserable. The only person that's miserable is you because misery loves company, but you think you're living comfortably in your misery, and that's a crazy one. Number 3 is this. If you want to find a husband, you can't find it. If you're saying, oh, you're supposed to have the husband for me, wrong. And please, do not come up here Bible thumping using that one verse. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. If you are not a proverb woman, you should not even be saying it. See, I'm gonna say that a little slower for some of y'all that didn't catch that. See, we always have men and women that come up here and say, oh, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Yes, he finds a wife, but he's not finding you because guess what? You're not in position for that man to find you. You are in position for other men to lay down with you. That's why some of y'all women get skipped over. And the ones that get picked are the perfect ones because those are the ones that, guess what? He picked me. You see the difference? So when y'all be calling women pick-me's, those are the ones that are winning. The women that are called pick-me's, they are the ones that women because they are getting picked by men. These are the men that are choosing these women to marry. But if you are getting skipped over, but you are not getting skipped over by men, but getting laid down and slaved by boys, and every time you turn around, you got your legs cocked open because you got another man in you because you think it's love. And a lot of times, some of y'all sit, you're lady, and you think that every man loves you because he's breaking you off. That's not love. That's not love. You don't even love yourself. The sad part about it is for women that want to be 3 or 4s, you don't even respect yourself as a woman. Bottom line, you have no respect for yourself. You won't even care if the brother has a disease, has any STDs, whether he's going to use the condom. You come on, let's be real. You really want to be a 3 or 4? That's what 3 or 4s do. They have no remorse of their body. So and I'm being real because I don't play with sister. First of all, when it comes to my sisters, and for black women, I don't play with y'all. I don't play.
Just because.
No, I understand that, but I'm not a sarcastic individual. And when I hear women come up here and they say certain things, they got to get this work. Because the sad part about it is that there are brothers out here that really want women. And when they hear women say certain things like that, they look like, man, there ain't even no real women out there. But there are. So if you're going to be a sister, and the thing I encourage my sisters is this: as black women, y'all have to put yourself now on this pedestal. Y'all have to put yourself in a different caliber right now, because you're losing the race when it comes to being married, to being chosen, for all that. You're losing that race because brothers don't want to deal with too much of this fake masculinity, this fake outfit, all this fake stuff. If y'all learn how to reform into your feminine ways, guess what? Brothers will start finding you. But y'all too busy.
Position, because you're saying that we are not putting ourselves in position. So expound to me on what position.
What I'm saying is this. Okay, let me tell you what the position is. When I say putting yourself in a position for your husband to find you, which means this: don't try to be seen by every man. Don't want to be the front runner. Be the one that plays the back. Remove yourself from places that you would normally go and go places that you're not used to, unfamiliar places. That's what being seen, because your husband is trying to find you. But if you are surrounded by a pack of wolves, how am he supposed to get to you? You see what I'm saying? Don't walk in the same crowd as others. Which meaning, when I say that, hold on, sister. If you ask me, tell you. Don't go where your girlfriends be like, girl, this, that, oh, he's this, that. First of all, stop listening to your girlfriends if you have them. Number one, because they're the main one that's going to destroy you. Don't even listen to your sisters and your mamas, because they're going to mess you up. You have to have your own discernment as a woman. So you have to carry yourself and present yourself such as, so that when a man sees you, he knows that, listen, this woman can represent me when I'm not around her. She's the perfect representation of me. Because that's what we look for. We don't look for a woman, we look for me. You see what we say? That she's the perfect for me because I need my better half. And how can I find the better half of me if it's being attacked by all these other men because how she represents us? Your sisters have to start representing yourself as women. And not some easy prey for dudes to just come and attack because you got on these tight ass dresses and these pumps on and you got your stuff all out. What do you think you're going to attract? And then you want to sit there and get mad at what you're attracting because I'm a lady. Why they not respecting? Because a man is visual. And if we looking at you, why do I have to respect you if you dress like that? Because you're not even respecting yourself because you're selling yourself while not even realizing that you're selling yourself. And you're selling yourself short.
To be honest with you, I don't fit any of what you talked about. And so I'd like to impress upon you that I'm one of those sisters who just look a little different than mine. And so, no, I've never been none of that. And yes, I believe that I have always been in position. However, I don't think that the brothers be ready for someone like myself. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm trying to be uppity. It's just that you ask for something, but then supposed to find the men that, when we're in position, that fit that position, because they clearly can't find me.
Because what you just said, sister, listen to what you just said. You said where do we find the man? It's not your job to find the man.
Okay, so well, they can't find me then.
Because you're not.
Because I'm not in the street.
It's not about business. I love this one. Come on.
I got you, brother. Look, and I said this a few times on here, but I'll reiterate it again. There was things within myself that I had to work on, and that's why my wife was not released to me. I've told two people I know I was the reason that I did not have my wife. Whether you understand it or not, there are things within you that you need to work on. And that is why God has not released it to you. That is why He has not crossed paths with you. Just listening to some of the things you said in the comments, those are things that are still within you that you are carrying around. You think God doesn't see them? Why would God allow this man to cross paths with you and you are still carrying and harboring these things in you? Talking about everyone up here is miserable. Talking about man that controlling. Why? You have to understand. You have to listen. Whether he is our pastor or not, you spoke these words of power.
Wrong, and I'm going to step back to attack on me, sir.
He's not attacking you, sister. You see? Come on.
Observation.
It's definitely not an attack. It's a heart.
We only.
You don't know me, so you cannot receive me. You don't listen what I'm saying. You don't know me. So
No, you don't need to take this turn.
Listen, I'm basing this off of what you spoke in this chat and the observation that. Okay. Look, at the end of the day, just listen to you respond right now. This is something within you right now, okay? Whether you accept it or not.
We are disengaged.
You know what the problem is, 7-5? You was speaking life into this woman, and the problem is they want to come up here and be so combative. It's the reason why no man wants to deal with it. See, ladies, let me explain to you. That's a pure example of why some of these brothers don't want to deal with y'all. Because you come up here and you insert yourselves with certain things, and you say certain stuff, and then want to get mad. Then want to get upset when somebody's trying to speak into you. But we give you an opportunity to say what you want to say. If y'all can't deal with the hard truth, because this is what we do. My brothers, we're gonna give you the hardest truth that we can possibly give you. Because all that stuff, that soft stuff, y'all don't want to hear it. So guess what? And I think what it is too, my brother 7-5, and to the men that's up here, let's be real. A lot of these women don't want to hear what we have to say because they didn't have fathers to tell them the things that you're telling them right now. So they only listen to their mothers.
It's crazy to me. Look, she said something about wanting to take the fall. We said I did not have my wife. We understand it's not always y'all. So in this case, it could be both of y'all. It could be some things that he got to work on his end. I'm telling you based off my observation of what you were saying then. I see you still in the comments. No woman, the healing that you need to do, no man is going to be able to come into someone else's life with that kind of mentality, that kind of energy carrying around them. You still worried about everyone else is miserable. That is you projecting all the stuff on the rest of us. So how you going to compare with the man that God has for you? Why would God bring that man to you? That's his son as well.
Come on, brother.
You are his daughter, that is his son.
Yes. And you think for 1 second.
You guys come up here and show us why men are walking past you. Because they are reading your spirit. Y'all think women think we're the only ones that can read energy. No, men have to get too. Okay? And that's why you're walking past you. Only men that are willing to lay down with us spirit, support your soul, are these son-hunters and these bad boys. Because they only there for a good time. It's a moment. They don't care about they picking up your demons and whatever trauma you got going on, if you have trauma. So this is why you can't be found. And this is exactly what Devin was trying to tell you with 757. And they were doing it beautifully, how they were trying to end you. But you have an issue with them, and you got to work with that. Saying you have a dad does not mean that you don't have an issue with them. These brothers was just poured into you, and you wouldn't repeat it. Diabolical.
Well, first of all, Sarah Jane, let's do this. She said, love ain't this hard. Either you like someone or you don't, period. No, see, I can like you all I want, but I can also take advantage of the person that I like. But see, if I love you, I'm truly not going to take advantage of you. See, it's the difference. So if you want to be real like that, let's just keep it a buck. I can like a million women and take advantage of a million women. But if I love somebody, guess what? I'm not going to take advantage of the person that I love. I'm going to pour in. Of course, but not, you know, I got to, because my thing is this, I got to pour into the person that I love. And it's because the person they pouring into you, that person just likes you. And he only likes you for the moment. He only likes the things that you do for him or the things that you do for her. That's it. But other than that, if that person truly loves you, then guess what? They're going to pour into you. But I don't have to do all this. See, to me, I think that, to be honest, I gotta say, this is what it's coming to bring. A lot of women think that because of, oh, you know, I can get any man I want. Yeah, you can get any man you want, but you're not getting the right man. And I think that's because that's why a lot of your women don't want to be with no man, because you thought that you can get every man you want, and every man that you got dogged you. And you don't want to sit there and truly admit that you got dogged out by some dudes. So now you want to try to stay single and make it seem like I'm single by choice. You single? No, because you got dogged out, because you don't have no discernment, because you went and chose the men that you wanted to be with instead of allowing a man to find you. And then when the right man did try to find you, you didn't even know what he looked like, because you're so used to dogs that guess what? You started carrying a whole bunch of fleas. And you can't even get rid of your fleas. So you wearing a flea collar for what? For nothing. You sit there and you be miserable. And then you want other women to be miserable with you because you're trying to say, well, this is the reason why I chose to be single. No, you chose to be single because nobody wants to deal with you or your nonsense. Your energy is whack. Your spirit is trash. And this is the reason why your behinds are single. It has nothing to do with you and you can't even fix yourself to the point where guess what? You can't even heal right. So you think that you healed and you think you're not. You are a broken individual. Bottom line.
I'm telling you, man, I was like for 9 years, man, I was running wild, man. And that's why I said I can listen to, I was looking at her comments, Lo pointed it out, man, and then when she came onto the panel, man, it's like, a lot of us have been there. A lot of us have been where she at, so we're not gonna be sitting here like saying something that we haven't experienced. Like, all clean his hands. He's working on all of us. Some of us are just a little bit further. It doesn't make me better. It's a marathon in a race. So Mel was further in areas than I am, so is Ford. It's like we learn from each other. It's like nobody coming in here trying to belittle you. If anything, we're trying to give you a perspective so you don't stay trapped in this. But it's your life.
Hold up, let me ask you a question. Is Sarah one the same one woman that said that she would rather deal with a man that's in prison?
Yes.
Okay, but then she just stood up here and said that she don't like men. She just told me I don't like men, but you just said that you would date a man that's in prison. Make it make sense. See, this is what I be talking about. They be projecting this nonsense. That was crazy work for you to come up on my platform the first time and sit and say, I would deal with a dude that's incarcerated, and when he comes home, I could deal with him because he doesn't have any problem. But then, but in a whole nother note, right now, in the comments, you just said and say that you don't like men. That's exactly what you said, Sarah. Yep. And he can't get no contract.
She's saying I don't date them.
He's not gonna marry
Listen, the funny part is, see how when people get caught saying certain things, now they want to try to, I didn't say that. Yes, you did. And if I had Brother Ford come off mute, and Ford won't lie. And Ford heard everything because we were all here when he was talking.
I ain't gonna lie either.
Exactly.
I remember almost verbatim because it was nonsense. She tried to say it's almost as if this man is in prison. I know he wasn't sleeping around. This man could have got diseases, could have got ran up in, a whole bunch of other things could have happened while he was in prison. Remember the context. They're not about to gaslight us. We all remember that lie very well.
And Ford is quiet.
Miss me with the gaslight. You're too smart. You're too bright. I'm not sure if you're trying to just troll or what, but go somewhere with that. Yes, you are. And if you don't know the definition, go look it up. That's exactly what you do. Girl Bob.
It's the thing that yes, he did. He said, "Girl, Bob." See, the funny thing is, like I said, people will sit here and we hear men and women alike. He said, "Bob, listen, y'all gotta stop listening to some of these people that be telling you being single is the bomb and that being single is okay." Because let me ask you ladies this, and this is ladies and men, for both. This goes for both parties. How many of y'all waking up to a cold bed when you roll over? It's wintertime right now. And even in the summer, you ain't spending no time with nobody. You in your house, you ain't got no. Now imagine if your kids ain't there. You ain't got no kids in the house, it's just you and you alone, and you are in your thoughts.
Kids. That's crazy.
You know, your kids is grown, so now it's just you. That is
I'm gonna say on before I just want to say this because I love the topic that you brought up and seeing what's her name, Sarah, and I'm saying that like as far as coming in as somebody else, like not really being yourself, your authentic self, brand representative or whatever the case is. It's like with this situation down there, like you're insulting my intelligence. You think eventually I'm not gonna see through all the lies and the nonsense? You think I'm not gonna read between the lines and see that the words and your actions ain't lining up? Like, don't insult our intelligence. Like, you're wasting your time when you don't come as your true self anyway. Like, I'm going to be who I am. Now, a lot of people, they don't do that. But eventually, you're going to get found out anyway.
Yes.
It always does. It never fails. It never fails. It's like my question. The thing I want to ask is, who hurt you? Somebody had to. I gotta be real. Somebody had to hurt you that bad in order for you not to want to be with someone. In order for somebody to say,
Trained to be that way by their mothers.
what happened? In order for someone, it goes beyond the mother. I think for me, it's that these dudes that they gave their all to, and this man has destroyed them and dogged them out. Took them for damn near all their resources. And I don't mean financial, I'm talking about your inner resources. Just took so much out of you that you don't want to trust another man that made you not even want to be with another man. That's straight up and down.
It's a shame because the tradition of marriage is no longer in our communities no more. And it's a shame that these women don't know true value of what real marriage is about. Because I just buried my husband 2 months ago. 17 years of marriage, 3 children he left behind. And I wake up every morning for the last 2 months without getting my back rubbed in the morning because that's how he used to wake me up. You know, he used to rub my back and say, baby, it's time to get up. And I look forward to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No profanity. Fathers, let's be hold on, sister. Hold on, give me a second, sister. I got you. Some of y'all men and women don't deserve to be parents. Let's just be real. You're trash. The way that you act, the way that you talk to you tell your kids to go over there. You would rather throw an iPad or something in your kid's face than actually sit down and learn something. Y'all don't even talk to your kids half the time. Majority of the time, the only time you talk to your child is, what you want to eat, and go to bed. That's it. You don't sit there and actually go up to your kid's room, ask them how their day was. Why you think there's so many problems within these children? Because people stop forgot how to be parents. What happened with sitting down and doing the homework with your child while you learning as you're teaching and learning at the same time? But some of y'all don't know how to parent. Y'all just think that, go in there and do your homework. Don't even check to see if it's right or wrong. Don't even check if they did it. Let's be real. But you would sit here and scroll this doggone app and scroll on apps just to be seen, and you would rather check who's on these apps than go check on your children. Let's just be real. And then let's get to the brass tack. Some of y'all be checking the person that you are living with because you don't move he or she into your home around your children, and you too busy worrying about that man or worrying about that woman. Hold on, sister, you got too much background. You too busy worrying about that man and worrying about that woman instead of worrying about your child. And then you put these people before, you put that man or your woman before your child. I know women that moved brothers in and were catering to the man more than their children. This man was eating first, didn't even have had a part-time job, but was getting full-time treatment. And some of you brothers, I want to say this, just because you're with a woman and you have kids with another woman and you living with this woman and you do anything does not mean that you lack responsibility of taking care of your firstborn child. That woman should not sit there and try to dictate and tell you how you're supposed to raise. You can't do for this one unless you do for mine. Hold up, first of all, that's mine. These little individuals ain't mine, but I will still take care of them. Don't get mad at me if I take a holiday or whatever the case may be and I want to go spend money on my kid, on my child, because that's my child and your children have a father. But now if I'm doing something for them, that does not necessarily mean I have to do the same thing. It's not equal. What I'm doing for my kid is because that's mine. What I'm doing for yours is because I'm with you. And as a man, I'm going to do the best that I can for your children. But at the same token, your kid still got a father. So you can't get mad at me if I go buy my kids Jordan and go get your pair of kids a pair of Air Force Ones or some CAD or some Skechers or something.
You should be thankful. You should be thankful because the reason your other kids ain't getting no Jordans is based on the type of decisions that you made to be with the type of father that you made. So as a woman, you have to accept the responsibility and accept accountability for the type of man that you laid out with your kids with. You can't blame that on man. If men got to start being a lot smarter than they are now, y'all got to start doing a little bit more investigating when it comes down to this thing. Because if it wasn't for Jerry Springer, and if it wasn't for these DNA test shows, men was put down a whole lot and was ridiculed a lot by these women. When you come to find out, she don't know who the damn one of her baby daddies is. But if it wasn't for none of those shows, men would have been stuffed down in the ground behind all of that. Come to find out that women are the real anxious. Because I can't cuss on here.
Well,
they are the real anxious when it comes down to it. And you got to understand that this is not just a small problem. This is a billion. Out of billions, this is going on. Especially not billions. Out of millions.
So I'm gonna ask you. So can I ask you a question? I want to test you. I want to test your thought. Real quick. I'm gonna ask you a simple question. So we already know that women are the gatekeepers, right? Okay. So I ask you this. I asked this question a million times, and I've got the same answer. I want to see what your thoughts are. So if a man is irresponsible and does not hold himself accountable, but he approaches a woman and tells her he wants to lay down with her, but he's not wearing no prophylactic because he doesn't like the way it feels. Right? And he's already telling you, I don't like wearing it. But I want to lay down with you, and I want to lay down with you. And this woman decides to give him some box and she becomes pregnant. Is that man responsible for that child?
No. The woman controls the situation all the way around. The woman controls what happens 100% when it comes have sex. She has a choice. At every given moment when sex, she has a choice. Especially if you end up pregnant and you have a choice from the beginning all the way to the end. No, I believe she is accountable for that because it's her vagina that carries the seed. I don't care what he say. At the end of the day, you are the main 100% choice maker when it comes down to sex, when it comes to men. A man gonna be a man. A man gonna get it if he can get it. It's up to you as a man, responsible enough to say, no, I'm not that kind of woman. And first of all, why you even try me like that? And if you want to try me like that, I feel like you might got something. You do that with everybody? God dang on, wait a minute. Right. People you act like that with, that's a red flag to me.
All right, so
if you got anybody as a woman, that's your fault.
all right, ladies, let me do this because yeah, Lord, you ain't right. No, what she said, hold on, sister, hold on, Kitty. No, okay. No, Kitty, hold on. I know you're going off and you're a little hot. And it doesn't go both ways. And it doesn't, let me explain to you that real quick. Let me just say what I got to say. For those that don't understand the concept, it does not go both ways. I'm going to tell you why. Number one, this man already told you he is irresponsible and unaccountable for what he does with his body. He's wearing, hold on, Lo, because you know, let me, it's all right. So I'm just trying to paint a picture for y'all so y'all can understand and y'all can get the concept. If a man tells you as the woman who is the gatekeeper of sex, which means that no man can force your body, can force you to do anything that you don't want to do unless you want to do it as a woman. Bottom line. So at the end of the day, if this man tells you I don't wear a condom, I'm not holding myself accountable for anything that happens to you. Just to let you know, whatever happens because you know I'm not wearing it. And you as the woman still decide to have sex with this man and you get pregnant, it is solely your fault. It is your fault. You can't hold that man accountable to my, well, we're both responsible. He already told you he's not responsible. Once a man tells you, and here's the thing, I use that example to say this. When a man tells you something and he means it, and y'all take it like he don't really mean that. He means what he's telling you. Especially if he's already holding himself accountable for being irresponsible. That's his accountability right there. I'm telling you what I don't do. But yet, still in all, some of y'all women still want to see the best in this man. Well, you know, he might change. No, he already told you this is what he's used to. This is what he is. Sometimes you have to take it for face value and be like, you know what, this man is telling me something, I can't deal with this man. Because you are responsible for your own body. He is not responsible for your body. It is your body, your choice. Because the same way you can get pregnant and you can AB that baby, that man does not have a say-so according if he doesn't want to have that child, but you want to have the baby. He can't tell you, oh, go get an AB. No, I want to keep the baby. Your body, your choice. And it's vice versa. If real quick, my brother, I got you. And if you want to keep the baby, and he doesn't want the baby, then guess what? Your body, I'm keeping the baby. So if you're always going to make that decision for your body when it comes to a pregnancy, but you want to hold that man accountable when he already told you that he doesn't wear no condom. but yet you're still in awe, you still want to do it. But, yeah, brother, but they don't get it.
Yeah, you said, and it's crazy seeing these comments like, disrespect to the lady, comments really insult me, I'm a law. Like, we all understand this. Like, I don't actually mention it's almost like the whole disclaimer about people, I'm not saying all of them, but we understand it's going to get accountable. Just simply saying is this: if you're living with people, great, that does not really care how you act with people, and you're expecting accountability from them, you're being foolish. But respectfully, you're living foolishly. I do not expect accountability from certain people like that. This person is really showing you they are not happy on purpose. They are not happy in their character. And you're expecting them to hold themselves accountable. Well, in that case, you have to be accountable. You have to be responsible. That is the concept. That's what we are talking about.
They don't, but bro, they don't want to get it. They want to sit there and listen to chicks that saying the nonsense about run me that United States money. You know how broke you sound? Like you sound like you're desperate, like you would just lay down. I can't even deal with it. Like it's so ridiculous that you really have women that really will sit here and think the way that she thinks. Like, give me my tip, this, that, and the third.
Right?
It sounds desperate. It sounds like she's desperate. I think she just gaslighted me. Yeah.
Not just
Have to be some laws that's going to have to change to make change that's going to make it make differently. There's going to have to be some laws going to have to change to make differently. You know, either one that comes first, we're going to have to make better decisions when it comes down to it. It's a shame that it has to take laws people to make better decisions, but we should make these decisions poorly on their own. But unfortunately, we have to have laws. So we have to force people to make better decisions. So if we come out with a law where you get pregnant unprotectedly by a man and he decides that he doesn't want the baby, and you decide that you want to keep the baby, and by that law, you're 100% responsible for the child. Now, I'm sure that woman would make a complete different decision to come down and get pregnant.
it's crazy.
But you gotta understand something, bro. It ain't a lot of Pookie. Wait a minute. It ain't a lot of Pookie and Ray Rays being born now. You know what? Wait a minute. There's a lot of basketball, football, rapper babies that are being born out here out of wedlock like that. You know, so, and that's the business. It's a business now.
But what they want to do is
They
this.
don't have no real fathers that truly love them.
But let me do this, because I got two other people that's in the building. I got Taurus, welcome in, and I got Brother Wisdom. Taurus, you can speak. What you got to say, sir?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Listen to everybody, and I agree with you. I have heard you, but let's go back to this kitty said about that women stand up for her. So the reason that I would have said something because I was in a marriage for years. I did everything that I thought was correct, but I thought it was right. And my marriage was ended. I thought it was ended. So a lot of times when women think about it, I'm not getting married. People are doing everything that we do, which is very respect my father, you know. But sometimes the marriage just doesn't work out. And it was an infidelity situation, but it wasn't infidelity. You know, and I got two beautiful lessons out of this, but after 20 years, that was a long time. And for me, when I got married, I wanted to be married. I said that it was God, and I did everything that I was within my life. So, a lot of us, you know, we do the right thing, but we do the infidelity. You know, they want the best, but hey, you know, that's how I work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
years now you married?
I was married.
Let me say something. A lot of times, I'm not here to tell you women that I'm going to blame them for certain things that happen in the marriage. It's especially infidelity. That's not cool. Sometimes you may think that this person is the one for you, and you spend 21 years to realize that he really wasn't. And you pretty much know by year 5 or 6 if this truly the person, but some of y'all still stick through it because, hey, I'm married and I don't want to look a certain kind of way if I get divorced. But sometimes you got to know when to say when. You got to hang it up. When you start seeing those red flags, start seeing those signs. Well, this man starts acting different, start moving in a certain type of way that you're not used to. Or a lot of times, sometimes you women say that you was taught how to be a wife. Well, how can you can't, a woman can never be taught how to be a wife to a man that she's not married to.
And I'm not married at all. I think when I was up, I got married at 28. So I got married at my 20. I have my son at 30. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say that I'm blaming him for everything I think he was. So on word, I mean, what I was thinking you different before. But you know, I'm not gonna say that I was perfect. He was perfect. Because I'm married to him. I got married when I was alone. That's what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's a little different. But I think it's still a lot of people trying to do the best they can. You know,
You have to understand that. But you have to understand first thing first. Are you a woman to a woman? When it's been married some years, that a lot of the times it's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? If the marriage doesn't work out, if you've done everything that you can, that you feel that you could have done, you know, a lot of the times it's just not your fault. Sometimes it just didn't work out. Doesn't mean that something is wrong with you.
No, somebody getting blamed in that marriage.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
But you know, sometimes right now, the thing is, you were left with 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? That you didn't have before when you were on the market without 2 kids. But now the fact that you have 2 kids, in order for you to retain happiness in a relationship, is going to come through how you treat your kids to a man. Because that's important to a man. A lot of women don't understand that. The way you treat your kids, even if they're not his kids, and he's watching you, or he got some interest in you, the way you are as a woman and as a mother with your children, turn your home. The type of man you are, yeah, right. I mean, have life. You can have life after this. So what I'm just trying to say is, don't worry about focusing on the man pretty much. You know, right now you don't have
no. And that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm saying in the chat, thinking about your choices.
Yeah.
Real. After being married for 6 years, after being for a couple of years, I'm just in the mindset where I'm trying to
that's it. Focus on you and your 2 children.
But
I
to be
promise
honest, and I'm gonna agree with the I am sorry. I'm not gonna lie. Real transparent. I am very sorry. And I'm trying to protect, and I'm protecting myself right now because I know I'm very scared, but I'm being very careful. I'm learning that, hey, if it's a red flag, it's a red flag. I'm not gonna pretend that I think it's a red flag.
Yes, but don't be one of those type of women that comes off too hard, allowing what happened in your marriage to affect what you could have in your future. Because what you got to understand is, I wouldn't talk about, you know, good man coming in because of what you experienced with your past relationship. You have to understand how men feel and how they think. The moment they see a red flag, they can get up out of there. And you probably wouldn't have men that happen like that because you're protecting yourself, like you say.
Well, you know what, though?
I'm saying don't protect yourself. What I'm saying is just put more of your attention, not just into yourself, but more into your kids.
I'm gonna be honest.
Things like that. Men see things like that.
Let me say,
and God will send the right man your way. Because what you have to understand is women don't choose a man. A man chooses a woman.
Let me say something real quick. I'm gonna go to you, Wisdom, because this is the thing about it. A lot of times men see red flags and still stay with those red flags. And those red flags become baby mama and never win. But wisdom, go ahead, brother.
He did that. And what's going on to the folks in the panel, good evening everybody. Sister Lotus, brother Bennett, what's happening, y'all? Man, you know what? Let me read the name a little bit more. I came from class late. Speaking what I heard the young lady said. I'm not really sure if I got disagreements to it or not, so I'm gonna hear what the rest of them saying before I jump in.
Well, now we just, right now we just have a genuine discussion because, we got certain individuals in the chat that are just speaking nonsense. But, I let them live because I'm at the point right now. It's the most annoying when you try to even apply certain things to certain individuals. They don't want to hear the truth. So they deflect with all that nonsense and BS about, I'm single because of this, I like being single. I don't like this, I don't like that about a man. But here's the question. You have needs, right? So what are you trying to tell me? That you only said that when it comes to you in your sex life, you're only doing self-gratification? You don't have a man that's coming to give you those pleasures that you need? And this is for all you women that claiming that you're single and that y'all don't want a man, that you don't need a man, but you need a man for something. Because you ain't doing it all by yourself. You need a man for something. And there are some things that men can only do that you as a woman can't do. So let's keep it a buck and stop with the cap. Listen, just like a man, we need women. You don't hear brothers. When you rarely hear, I don't need no woman. You don't never hear a man say that. But when it comes to y'all women, that's all we hear. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. So then go get with another woman and see what happens. Go get you a stud and see how that works out. Because that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. How you gonna say you don't want a man, but you want something that presents a man? Make it make sense. I don't want no man, please. But I bet you when something breaks in your house, who's coming to fix it in your house? Right? You calling, who you calling? The toilet need unclogged, it's messed up, you calling a plumber. Who's gonna come? A man, what you gonna call? But do you have women plumbers? Because I don't like men in my home, I just need women. Your HVAC goes out. Your car messed up. What you going to a woman? What you going to a woman mechanic shop? Like, come on. You need to stop with the rhetoric. And the one thing I do want to say, what I said earlier, and I'm 100% right, whether you like it or not. If a man lays down with you and he ain't wearing no condom, and I already told you, I'm not wearing no condom. I'm not responsible because I'm not even holding myself responsible. I'm not even holding myself accountable for laying down with you without a condom. You have the discernment as a woman to get up and walk away. But you chose to allow that man to run up in you, and now you want to sit there and want to hold him accountable. Well, it goes both ways. No, it went one way. Because you are the gatekeeper. That's your box. You can't tell. You have the right to tell that man, nope, I'm closing it. Go get it. Either you're gonna get protection or you're not gonna get it.
Mr. Gamble, he got some interesting comments.
Let him speak.
Superintendent Wilson.
What's up, Mr. Welcome in. You got the floor, brother. Yeah. Except for you.
So when you said, I'm going to ask a question. That's in your comments. You saying that kind of the folks in Memphis, even with the example that we gave back then, his people, he was told to, like, he went off to do commitments, they start pushing up folks back. So this is the problem, and you're using that same simple person. I'm going to use something. It's off of that, I'm going to be honest. Not only that, they know me, I'm also follow. I cannot make you follow me. I cannot make you follow me simply because I am a man. That is nonsense. That is illogical. It is illogical. It is not that same narrative to try to excuse themselves from accountability.
Say that again, little bro, because they ain't catch that. They ain't a little slow for people with back.
They use this narrative and everything goes in the
Yep.
As far as a man laying down and saying that he doesn't want a child with her, and you don't care if you don't like it, yes, she should make it. Even if she did, and they have a child together, you know, you have a child once you lay down. So, yes, she gonna have to raising that child. Yeah, he also has a responsibility to take care of that child. Even if you don't want to. That's all I'm saying, but it's not your actions, period.
So let me ask you a question, right? I hear what you're saying. Now hear me out. You're saying they're both responsible, correct? So if she doesn't want the baby and he wants the baby, but she whose body is it? Does he have a choice in that? Okay then. So if he doesn't want the baby and she wants the baby, does that man have a choice in that? Okay then. So no, hold on, brother. I'll let you say what you gotta say. So you want to hold me responsible for laying down with you, but I still can't make a choice whether I want this child or not. What? So that no, who is responsible? The person that chose to lay down with me and open up her legs. Because if I already told you that I don't wear condoms, that I'm irresponsible with my body, I don't care what I do with it. As long as if you're going to give me some, listen. If you're going to give me some, you know the consequences. So it falls on you, man. I'm telling you this, but you still decide to give me some. But then you get pregnant, and I tell you I don't want the baby, but you want to keep it, or you tell me I don't want the baby, but I want you to keep it. I don't have no say so in that. So why the accountability only goes one way when we lay down and you get pregnant? And you just said it. I don't.
She has the hardship to take care of that child now himself. The consequences he got to go through is not paying that child.
No.
So,
No, you're not understanding.
I understand what you're saying.
No, because you're trying to hold it. Listen, if she is not a concept, if she chose to lay down with this man, she is solely responsible. That man is not accountable for anything. It is all on her. He doesn't even have to pay child support. He doesn't do nothing. He don't. That's she made the sound decision. Her body, her choice. Bottom line.
Here's the thing, but it's all on me. You said there are no excuses, and there's no excuses. In fact, the example that me and you were discussing in the chat, that is a factor. It's a factor when somebody doesn't want to follow. That is a factor. I can control another person, and she has free will. She has control of her decisions. So yes, there are things that fall unless there's men. Things that we're supposed to put on men. There are also things that we're supposed to. So then all the man that is not. You said maybe I think there are no excuses, and I'm saying to you that there's a difference between excuses and active
Here's the better way of life. Said that, the Jews that they get to the moon, right? They were 16, they put out 18 laws, and they had consequences for that. So regardless, they didn't follow the laws. They still had consequences to their actions. They did what they got.
That's not the premise. That's not the point.
And they had consequences.
Yes, they had consequences. They can hear is again, if they did not follow, so men cannot be someone that's not going to follow. Man, it's common sense, bro. Man.
You got a point.
It ain't. Sis.
Hold on. You got something you want to say, Lo? Because I know you want.
So with this, we have some time, right? I find it interesting that you have men such as Cinder who come up and will defend that, right? But it's a situation where the man wants the child, the woman does not. She gets to make a decision for the both of them, and no one backs it up. why she's not important the conduct. It's a checkmate move. I yield the mic.
She said something.
Well, she did. You know, that's my sister. I stand with her.
He definitely did, brother. If you don't understand that this is a lost cause, bro. Like she said, the choice is out of our hands. Velma said it before, like, bro. I said, I don't know how many times you know this. It's not in our hands at all. Same way, I'll say, I'll give you one better. Will Smith married Jada Pinkett in a lot of cases. Man marries a woman and it goes wrong, usually takes the L. Usually gets blamed for that. Man, no matter what goes on, is control of the marriage. We are in control of marriage. So that is why that usually goes that way. And we don't say nothing about that. We don't say nothing about that. That is how it goes. That is society is. At the end of the day, if she doesn't want to keep it or she wants to keep it, we have to say it.
At all. At all. And that's the sad part.
Go ahead, B.
No, I mean, listen, they get it. Some people get it. Some people don't want to get it. You know, they want to sit there and argue over situations that is to me, this is all non-refundable. At the same token, you already know what you signed up for as a man. Bottom line, yo, this is what you're getting. This is what she's telling you. And if you can't accept it, then guess what? You the sucker, straight up and down. Because ain't nowhere in the world a woman going to tell me, this is, you got to pay child support. I'm not paying nothing. I told you I ain't wearing no condom. I warned you. You gave me the box. Ain't my fault. I ain't forcing on you. I ain't tell you that you had to get pregnant. You chose it. Your body. Well, you know what? I'm gonna just do it anyway. But just make sure you pull out. Really? Now you want me?
But then you have to also understand it. You have to look at that also on another aspect. It can also be a gateway. It can also be a way out for brothers that truly didn't feel like that and really wanted to go into that young lady like that and really wanted to have a baby with her. And later on, found out something else and decided to have to change his heart. We can use that same remedy that you speak about in that fly.
I mean, he could.
So you have to have a safety net for something like that because too many brothers will use that, and that's not the case. So, you know, and that could possibly, I mean, let's be real, that could possibly happen. Come on now, you wanted to be with her, this your girlfriend, you've been with her for a year and a half, 2 years, everybody know it, you know, y'all, she done end up pregnant, and now you done got mad because you saw some dude talking to her in the club, and now you mad at her, and no, I ain't want to have that baby. You wanted to have that baby, and I ain't want it, and now, you know, so, you know, that type of thing can happen, so you got to find a way for brothers to not be able to use that shit, as a scapegoat for a situation like that. So when you come up with that, you got to have a backup plan on that also, where brothers just can't abuse women with that situation, knowing fairly well that's what you wanted to do.
But we're not doing that.
Wait a minute. If him and her, like you said, he told her that he's not using it. He done told her he's not going to do that. But what if he and her agree? What if they both in love? What if this is something that they both want to do? And then maybe a month and a half down the line, he decides this ain't nothing he want to do, and I've been off already 3 weeks pregnant. Can he use that same symptom that you're talking about to get out of it?
Yep. Sure enough can.
Wow.
Sure enough can. Listen, she's her body, her choice. She made the sound decision, regardless the fact. And what I'm trying to get
So
is
I guess you know what you women need to start doing? Go ahead and type out a contract before you put the, before y'all start.
no, it's not even a contract. What they need to start doing is protecting it. What these women need to start doing.
Hey, look, bro, before you put that condom
Hold on, sister, hold on. Notice.
Right here, stay in this and something.
She a little too loud. We might have to pack her up for tonight. She's been good. No, I'm sick. Wisdom, what's up, brother? We got the
I'm listening. It's wild. And think about it, like it's like the ultimate choice at the end of the day is control the portal of life, right? Of life. If you open the door and let a thief in, ultimately a thief is a thief, a man is a man. Whether he changes his mind or not, the ultimate control. Almost the who controls the portal. Responsibility goes in who opens the door to the house. Whatever you let in, it can't get in the house until you let it in. So whatever it is outside the house is what it's gonna be. It's gonna stay that way. But if you let it in there, how to get in there? And that's the end of the question, because there's always been the old saying of the elders, mama's baby, daddy, maybe, and all that stuff. But if it could be a maybe, then you taking a chance by letting that person in. That's an absolute ultimate chance, the ultimate risk, if you will, whether or not that person decides to stay or not stay. You don't have no choice whether you stay or not stay. It's you. It's on you. It's with you. It becomes you, but not that other in the same sense. So you can't really look at it like it's a balanced equation, because it's really not. At the end of the day, it's really not balanced. It's not to say fair or unfair. It's just to say the truth of what it is. You hold the ultimate key. You know what I'm saying? And should you give it to somebody else to open that door, then you gave it to that person. You allowed that, whatever that comment, you had to allow it. So it's wild, but that's just what it is. You got to call it what it is and not try to put it in the bag. Just make the best decision you can.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Thank you.
Who said that? Where you going? I'm just playing. Listen, you have an amazing night. No, do your thing. Do your thing, sister. No, same to you.
Apologize for being great.
Yeah. Who said they apologized for being great?
No, I said we don't apologize for being great. Shell said that. This is important.
You kind of agree with some of that nonsense. Some of what you said, with the comments, man. Don't be agreeing with some of these hyenas. You see them, right? I peeped that. I see everything. We got to. I do a united front of brothers. Why would they want to? Why they want to enforce child support? For what?
I see what you're saying.
And they enforce it. Anything outside of that, she will really find it rather for child support. She can also opt out.
And she thirsts.
She can opt out.
But they don't.
She can have him another. She can have him sign over his rights and say that she will be 100% financially responsible for that child.
That is true. Yes, you can. He can sign over. He can sign over his rights. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. I could prove it to you. I could prove it to you. No. Wait. Hold on, Lotus. He's trying to tell me something. Yep. And he signed over his rights. But here's the thing. Okay, but no, they won't put a lien on your vehicle. They'll just take your license, not your vehicle. They won't take a lien on your vehicle. I'm telling you, they won't do that. But I'm gonna tell you what you can do as a man. If she puts you on child support and she's not on any kind of assistance but child support, what they can do is this: they will take your license and they will take your taxes. They will not put a lien on your car because that has nothing to do with child support. They would take your license and you can only go to work, use it for work privileges only. That's one thing they would do. They will garnish your wages. That's number 2. They will take your income taxes. That's number 3. If your spouse is working, they will actually, if you can't match it, then they will take from your spouse. That's number 4. But you as a man, if you want to sign over your rights, the moment you sign over your rights, all the money that you have given to such child will come back to you because you signed over your rights, which means you don't own no rights to that child whatsoever. That's the difference. So you're not paying child support no more. Your child support is cut off. All you are is just a human being. That's it. And if the child chooses to deal with you when it gets older, then hey, that's on the child. But most of the time, the kids don't want to deal with you.
Just depending on the state and the content they consider. They're saying that it's depending on the state, and it's probably true. But regardless, like if there's no government assistance that's involved in, and that mother is actively pursuing the need that she's responsible for his ultimate demise. She's the reason why. Because she made a decision to throw that in the circle for the night without using any type of protection.
Facts. Because in Jersey, that's exactly what they can do. How I know? Because my boy signed over all his rights to his kids in Jersey. And he lived in New York. And they wound up sending him back all the money that he gave for that last year. For that past year, he got back all his children.
I'm Wisconsin, so I know in Wisconsin that if you sign over your rights, you still paying child support.
And that's how they get y'all. Because y'all suspect over there in Wisconsin. Who lived in Wisconsin? How many black people live in Wisconsin? I'm just playing. Hell no, I ain't coming out there. I was just playing, bro. That was a jokey joke.
What I'm saying is, we all have rights. That's it. I'm not making no excuse for no man. You know, that's it.
Yeah, I'll respond to that real quick. Because I was making excuses for me. I get what you're saying. It's a lot. I understood it. I get what you're trying to say. This is the consequences for that. We understand that. But I'm simply saying to you, and how I interpreted what you were saying is that almost most of the family don't feel this is that is not realistic. Okay, so I apologize for that. As a man, I apologize for that. I misinterpreted your comment. Yes, we know in most cases that's how it's going to go. But at the end of the day, that's what's led us to this situation as far as our community goes. Once did this.
That's right. The women and you got the women just sitting around, ain't doing nothing, letting these brothers just sit there and tear each other up. We supposed to be loving each other. Well, I'm lying.
I had to raise my kids. So I understand the absent family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not making no excuses for either side. I've been there. So y'all have a good night. I love
Yeah, you too, my brother.
Absolutely.
We'll get to the flip side of this.
Make sure you bring your wife.
Yeah, because you got to go through this.
Change your name to Lord Simpleton. You ain't missed no mother.
Did you say it's Lord Simpleton? She said, change your name to Lord Simpleton. Yo, you wild, sis. Yo, you mad funny. She said, Lord Simpleton. Nah, that was good, though. We appreciate you, though. Who's that, Miss Hunter? What's up, Hunter? Why you coming? You know what? We were about to slide, but we're going to let you get your.
No, I'm just sitting here just listening to y'all.
I know you
You
ain't.
got to be up on the panel.
Well, you know, that's what we do. It's almost, it's 1 o'clock. I've been on here, what, 2 hours? At least 2 hours be flying low. Real. And just to let you know.
I thought y'all was not longer than that.
Nah, I only went live because Lotus was bored.
Why you got on me? I was about to say. I'm bored too.
Yeah, I was over there just tapping and tapping and tapping.
I was who that? What's up, baby girl? How you doing, mama?
I am blessed. How are you, beautiful people?
You know me.
It was bored too, Miss Hunter. I'm sure. Because I didn't have to pull his arm quick and nothing. He was like, all right, let's go.
Oh, you fabricating?
So funny.
You going live tonight again, though?
No, she not.
Good. I know that's right.
We all going to bed. Oh, somebody, Stella, you got a question? What's always black people? What's your question, Stella?
Stella, that's supposed to be me on me. You got a question?
Sure, go ahead. What's the question? We waiting for the question.
Yeah. Very people were saying, Obama get more like no, give a thing. Yes, question. Somebody.
What was the question?
So married people get more like it's even a little shade.
Who said that crap? The married people get born. You,
I'm drinking my Gatorade. I'm hella hydrated. I got time tonight.
what is the question?
The married people get
Who asked that? Who asked that question? Did Stella asked that? I know Stella ain't asked that question. You know what? We ain't,
Lotus, watch your. Who's Lotus? She said, watch your mouth. She ain't talking about that Lotus.
Watch your mouth. You're not talking to me. Don't come here talking about something married to get bored. Are you married?
nope. I bet they bored with them.
When somebody match your energy now, all of a sudden,
The big dummy.
you are dusty. That's what you're going to do something. Go get come back and all that.
Y'all coming for the wrong person. Y'all better chill. I don't know why. You know what the funny part is though? These be the regular people. Be bright.
Be whatever word we say.
You be like, be
That was
bright.
how
What's the question,
great
Stella?
would be. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. Right? Your mama needs to take hers down. Matter of fact, go ask your mom like she can tell you your real daddy is.
Damn.
Lotus over tonight. I've been.
They started. They started. You can't.
Be quick, be bright, be swift. I don't
He
know.
said, be brief, be bright, be going. Dang it.
My question is, when you were talking about when Bella was saying that men they signed over their rights to be a father. What exactly does that mean? You giving up what?
You're giving up your child. You no longer want to be a father to your child.
But does that mean he doesn't have to pay child support?
Nope. He is not responsible for anything about that child no more. That man is no longer responsible. In some states, yeah.
In some states, signing over parental rights means you're no longer financially responsible.
And that also means that the mother has no say in that. Like she
Yeah.
doesn't receive support anymore
Nope.
because he has legally signed a document saying I don't want support
Yep.
and nothing else.
Yep. That means she can go out there and be a 304, a 403, a 034, a 403.
No, that's not. No, I'm not. I know what she can do, but I'm saying I don't know if that's true for California because you just can't. Oh, I just decided I don't want to. I'm going to sign over my rights so I can just be done with this with the financial side of it.
We know California sucks.
Force the man to
You believe it. Hold on.
like she can bring the child to
Good night, mama.
you force him to, you know what I'm saying, be financially responsible no more than you force her to bring the child into the world. So everybody has certain rights. If he surrenders his, then the financial responsibility also goes the same. That's only in some states though.
Right, because I don't think California you could just say I don't want to pay for this child no more and I'll sign my rights over. I don't think it works that way.
Right. I can also say I don't want to have a child. So
I think you can have a child. The child is a breathing air.
I think you can though. Again, I think California can get stuff as long as I just think
in the state of America, legally sign away your born for it.
yeah, as long as they science and how you doing. I think as long as you're not pursuing either parent can do it as long as you're not pursuing any type of support. That's the bottom line. But if you that ASCC, that Hannah, they belong to government, they belong to the county that's administering that program. And so they have the right to pursue child support. And they work in tandem.
So you're saying if the mother is on any kind of assistance by the government, then they can go back to the father, where the
They're going to. Not that they can. It's not that they can. They are going to be their money for providing assistance for that child.
Okay, that makes
A lot
sense.
of brothers have child support payments. It's not that the mother, you do got some greedy mothers, but we do know. A lot of these brothers have child support payments because they're out here with the fees and the radiation, and they don't let them put them kids on the fence. And now county will pay money back. The state that's overseeing the program wants their money back.
So what, Stella? You trying to give up your kids?
That's for the medical note, that's for cash aid.
That makes sense. But I was just wondering, okay, so she's working a 9 to 5, paying for all 3 kids, and he can just say, I'm signing up for my rights because I don't want financial responsibility. And
Yep.
that's all he has to do to get out of it?
Yep.
That makes no sense.
It makes it. Listen, just like child.
They ain't gonna tell the daddy. They ain't gonna tell him that they ain't gonna not put the dad on the first year. Like that's all plans for okay.
So are you saying still that he should have no rights to say no?
I don't think that, no, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you
But,
said. That's what I heard.
What I'm saying, it sounds so easy for a man to just say, sign a piece of paper that says, I don't want any rights, just to get out of paying for a life that he just doesn't want to pay for just because.
But just
No
like
reason
it's
whatsoever.
just like it's easy for your women to go to court and make up and sign a paper to take his money. So what's the difference?
There's a dawning of a new day anyway. They got the mail legal coalition out here now. The mail part of the legal mail coalition. You go to your local libraries or the chamber. We already got the change that father is legally committed to the child paying child support. Father can now declare the child paying income tax.
Yep.
We also got a law passed that if any immigrant woman encounters an American male citizen and marries her for the intent to basically
Citizenship.
citizenship in the near future to also divorce her and take half the shit. That will be investigated. They found out she had malice and ill intentions. She will be prosecuted. If found guilty, she will be arrested, and then after she serves time, be extradited to a country of origin. Now, the next law that we have to chop right now is the whole false allegations situation. Signatures and petitions that have been going up, false allegations being playing. All these women running around here making these false allegations, and they're found to be lying. You get the law with impunity. That day is over.
Heifers. Just for the record, please no profanity on my platform, ladies and germs. Thank you very much.
Is HEPA a cuss word?
No.
Like that shit.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
What's going on, brother? Yeah, so
I'm good, brother.
it is. What's going on? What's up, brother? Yeah, what's going on?
I comply.
Yeah.
Your happy ass.
I'll make sure I won't say happy.
You can say HEPA fine.
As long as you know, at the time of it's for your rights to be terminated, you can have your rights terminated. You can request that, and that's in any state. You can't move and then also request for your rights to be terminated. They will still go after what they consider to be your debt.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So
I
why
just
can't we?
don't
So here's
understand.
my question: if they could do all that, why can't we terminate some of these women that we don't want?
It's about it. Oh my God.
And now they also got the compacted. Y'all see the compacted payment law? My man, the football player just paid his big
Yeah, so did Anthony Davis. Anthony Doom. Yeah, he did that. But here's the funny part: she spent all that bread, and now she's talking about she want more. Cypher.
Wait, what is the tax payment, like a lump sum up front?
Yep.
Is that a new law?
Yeah, you pay all that bread, you just tally up from the time the baby born to 18, put the boom, do the math, here you go.
But is that being okay since he made that one lump sum payment? Is that
She can't get no more money.
from his responsibility?
Yes.
The financial part, that's it.
Morally, they all be, but that signing that document.
Morally, y'all should be closing your doggone legs, but ain't nobody saying nothing either, though.
If these women won't tell me they some money talking, they worried about lace fronts and BBL and lip injections. Come on, they don't be no fathers. They want to get screwed for the night for the big payday. That's it. Like, we don't call it B.
Less than 2 years. You can't tell me that that's going to spend all that money on just your child.
That child, you're right.
Nasty.
Because had she did it right, she would have divided that money up by 18 years and allocated the money based off of that. It's because she still should be making her own living. You don't get to live off your child and expecting to, okay, I'm sorry.
He first said he didn't want the child and paid her $500,000 to not have the child. Wrote that down. Paid her $500,000 to not have the child. Made it explicit. Said he didn't want it and paid her $500,000 to not do it. She kept that money, brought the child into the world, then took him to court for support, paid all lump sum, all at once, and then she said it's not fair because she can't get it. Right. And then she said in the court, I can't get more of his money when his money increases because it's not fair. She took the money he gave her, made a bad business investment, right? Spent all of that money on a business investment, and then went to the court and said it's not fair. And if his money increases, she can't get anymore. So in that particular case of greed and malfeasance, it should be disgusting to most people who listen to it because the money was for the child, to support the child's living, to raise the child, not to raise her as a grown adult woman. And this should be a disgusting case in the eyes of any human being, man or woman, to sit there and listen to somebody say, hey, you was given $1.5 billion, first $500,000 to not do what you did, then you did it anyway and kept them. Then you went and asked for more money after you did what you did and lost all that money, and then said it's not fair. So, I mean, the idea that where you listen to something like this and say, now where does justice fall on the side of somebody who's going through the situation? Rather than thinking, how do we solve this for the victim and the police? Who's the victim here?
The man.
You
So,
sound like an old
so here's the no. You know what the sad part about child support is that you don't even understand too? Let me say something real quick. Just piss me off. You know, these women get this child support situation, right? And they get mad because they use it for their bills. Like, why are you paying bills with my money? Then you expect me to give you more money. It's not my responsibility to keep taking care of your responsibilities. When you was paying your bills before you got pregnant, you was paying your bills when you had the child. So you should not be using that money to pay bills and then want to get upset at the man because he's not giving you more. But I need more. What do you need? What do you need more for?
Well, but they said start all that. The baby puppy.
Yeah, and they fell for the okie doke. And guess what?
You're probably gonna claim inflation.
Let's say it like this. If y'all
that paternity DNA petition is wrong and crazy nationwide. These jokers is petitioned and make laws to bring the babies to the court, get the DNA tested. It should be mandatory. It should be mandatory. Especially mandatory. They might get mandatory in the hospital. Now, in the process with the law that now, that in a minute, a child, the father might be DNA tested before the child leaves the hospital if he's available, you know, in prison.
Why they always you hear what they say? Why they always say it's men that raised by single mothers that think like this? No, if y'all learn how to keep your boxes cold, single men, brother, they gotta think like this.
You can't even sign a birth certificate.
So stinking ass. Walk around smelling like Fairtail shrimp. This nasty mother.
You can't sign.
He just be kissed. What you said,
And I
fella?
feel like she should be criminally prosecuted for dragging that man down to that hospital for a doggone well. She let the other ninja shoot the club up.
That part.
Look at the guy who just came home going to 5 years in prison to get all 3 of his sons DNA tested and none of them was his.
Shoot.
What in the world are y'all finding that story? Girl, these women are, I'm telling you, they be the worst kind.
Fella,
They
you
the
need
bottom
to-
of the barrel type hits.
Yup.
And they mama should have swallowed them. That's the night, those are the nights she should have swallowed, okay? Them kind of women should have been swallowed completely, hands down.
You ain't lying.
5 years in prison, no kid.
Because that's a shame that, but this is how they just have, like, our men get drugged like this. They're not the ones that get cycled to the system.
And this guy was white.
And the lady was black?
Nah, the white girl, white guy.
No. But you know, it's an epidemic in our community. You know, Earl was down there raising Geraldine's kids. And there wasn't his baby. He raised all of them. And it was what's the name kids down the road, and everybody in the neighborhood knew. None of them kids looked like him.
You know what I just dislike though? I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. I don't like brothers. I don't like black men that be talking about they for the culture, but they be hanging out with these white tea women.
Yo, brothers like that, if you talk to my brother to do you that will speak to, but then he don't say nothing.
But the sad part, they be talking about they for the culture. You know, my man, you black. You know, my sister. Like, don't preach that sister crap to me if you know all you do is to check to these white tea chicks.
That's my brother right there. That's crazy, but you don't see if you're not looking for it. I just found out that less than 5 years ago, 78 sexual assault.
What? Oh, that's wild.
I was wondering why this nigga ain't never had no kids. You know, I give excuses for people like he's such a morbid individual. He don't get like that. So, and then on top of it, he got a beard. He been living with some white chick for like 25, 27 years. They were so-called roommates. But he turned around and had a clean moment 5 years ago. He turned around in his garden.
Did he just say a clean moment?
I was just in a state of blown the world. Like, this nigga looks a lot of
Hey,
In general.
that part.
I'm telling you, he went Liberace on right in my face.
He hit you with Nigarachi.
Jeez,
That's crazy work, son.
that's crazy. Especially me, I mean, I'm an analyst. I don't know how I missed it.
Because you were an analyst. You wasn't analyzing correctly.
Nah, I sure wasn't. Actually, what you want to look at for? I wasn't looking for.
It's like your analyticals was analytic.
That's true words right there. You don't see between them.
He went on a perfect facade.
That's straight treason.
I mean, he went on a perfect facade. I mean, he used to be a martial artist. He used to be a professional boxer. He made it all the way to Madison Square Garden. He got knocked out.
That's probably what happened. Ooh, oh, Lord.
And his wristband.
He said, oh. I'm done. You'd be surprised though. It'd be. Listen, I ain't got nothing. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not do the Rainbow Coalition on my platform. No, they're not coming to attack me. Heck no. And they be up at this time. Not your boy. They will pull up on you talking about, you got something you want to say? Nope, no, I don't. You got it.
What about the
Really, Lotus?
Don't have those fake killing sons come up in here.
Yo, they the worst on magic side.
Can y'all stop, please?
The magic side is even worse. He a baby dinosaur got me drop in. He a queen. And you're a baby dinosaur.
Y'all gonna stop?
I mean, like aggressive. They ain't afraid to talk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I tell people all the time, you know, brother, we gonna run too hard. I tell them, listen, any man who can consensually take deep in the bottom with a smile. They see them again, these cats still. And they signing up for that shit, bro.
Gentlemen,
There's a lot of real men out here that never settle, never sign up.
like me, I'm not signing up for that on this platform. Come on, y'all, respectfully. I don't want to rock with that. I don't talk about them because what they're not going to do is try to come for the God. If they come for me, I'm knocking on everybody's damn door. Like, yo, I told y'all. But on some real stuff, though, a brother getting tired. It's 1 o'clock. I got to go upstairs to hug my wife. It's getting cold. I want to go upstairs and cuddle.
Make sure you hug yourself first.
I always do. Tasha P, what up? First of all, Tasha, you know what? I ain't even doing that. I ain't gonna even come for you. I'm not gonna come for you. I'm not gonna come for you, Tasha, because I'm not in the mood to argue with you right now.
I didn't think she would ever come back. After that night, she stormed us out of here. She had at me. I'm not a girl.
You tell me, you know what? I ain't gonna argue with you. What's up, though? Anyway, I'm good. But yeah, I'm not gonna even try to get myself. Oh yeah, I'm good, Amber. I'm straight. Listen, you know, I ain't saying nothing out of pocket. That's why I just said I gotta dismiss this live because of
Velvet, Lotus, Mad Love, all of you.
yo, for sure, my brother. Have a blessed one, brother. Yeah, matter of fact, you need to. Well, you need to pull up tomorrow morning. We got a men. We got a men's panel tomorrow morning. You need to pull up.
All right, what time?
10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, no.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody talk is going to be.
Yeah, pull up. Tasha, I ain't mad at you. I'm just playing. You see me smiling, right? I am not mad at you. I know you've been in your lane. You're doing your thug thizzle. I ain't mad at you. I mean, everybody, we all got up. I've been in my lane. And I'm staying in my lane. I ain't trying to move because I ain't trying to crash.
And this channel ain't for everybody. And that's okay. Everybody can't get in here. And you know, hey, from outside of the club, you can't.
Oh, my God. Listen. Don't just be on one, boy. I swear for my Lord. She be on. But look, y'all know how we do it right now. You know, it's time to say goodbye to all the family, MIC, KY, MOUSC.
Thank you, Velvet, for letting me ask my question about the signing over your rights. That's the only reason why I requested
I know,
Thank
but you know, Stella, we appreciate you, Stella BB. I mean, Stella.
Stop making no sense to people like anything.
Yeah, don't act. Yeah, we caught you too. We on one.
I don't understand.
You'll never understand. We'll tell you on the back end.
Okay, thank you.
I tell you, we what?
I
Listen.
need to know where not to go, so please refresh my memory.
Oh, you will. We will.
Okay.
You know.
What? Don't be mean. Have a good evening, everyone. Take your letter. Have a good evening. Have a safe one.
Nah, you know what? Here's the thing, Tasha. Nobody really changed. We always been who we were over here, to be honest. I want people to understand that. Lotus, myself, we have not changed. People come and go. You know, it ain't my fault. We're not, like I said, we're not for everybody. Like my brother Paul would say, this ain't the cup. We ain't everybody's cup of tea, and I'm damn sure not trying to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm just gonna be me. And I know people may not like my delivery. They may not like what's being said, but hey, that's between them and themselves. I'm not here to please the world. I'm just here to get my message across and say what needs to be said. I'm not. But anyway, come on, y'all. Let's get these quick closings so I can slide. 'Cause my eyes get heavy.
I'm good. I ain't got nothing. Yeah, I got good.
Because if it don't comply, let it fly, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate you, brother. For real, man. Thanks for coming out. Who else? Who we got? Come on, Miss Hunter. Oh, she sleep already? You must not know about the. Yeah, Lo, you can pack her up. She sleep.
And I'm late in class today. Let's say, you know what? Love yourself. I'm becoming your best self. Keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Be out there with foolishness. Make your own narratives in life. Stop letting people tell you what it is and what it ain't. Figure it out. If you don't know, be mad if I tell you what you don't know.
All right.
Mr. Cupcake, this work, Brother Jones. I appreciate you letting me in, bro.
You already snow, brother.
Much love. All right, as long as peace and blessings.
Oh no, listen, Tasha, we good. Don't even worry about it, Tasha. We good. I see you doing your thing on your side, and I see you. I know you be on the political tip, so I respect you. Do your thing. Come on, Chef boy. Come on, Chef. Come on. What? This morning? Wow. Why can't meet? Oh, how many times a man must explain himself? Oh no. You know what? You got a point. Can't stand you when you're right, but I love you when you're wrong. No, let me stop. Come on.
Thank y'all for letting somebody younger than Velvet.
How you younger than Velvet?
45.
Old that. How old you think I am?
50.
Don't let the gray hair fool you, play. I'm 37.
What?
Yeah, I had gray hair since I was 12.
And then we can live a hard life.
That's wisdom, baby.
It was an interesting conversation. Now, I don't agree with everybody. Sometimes even the clock is wrong twice a day.
Oh, my clock always been right. I made Kool-Aid for my family. Now, we appreciate you, though, Chef.
Keep cooking, though. Just watch you eat.
I ain't got no choice. I'm eating. Good night, my brother. And then there was two.
All I'm going to say, man, is topic. I always try to end the topic, man. Don't expect everybody to be authentic. Just because you're authentic doesn't mean everybody else is authentic. People will come to you in the way that they feel is going to get them the results that they want. So expect that. Expect that more than anything. Don't expect you from everybody.
Back. That was Gucci, my brother.
I agree with that. Like that. And if you authentically come to me, I'm going to authentically produce you well.
Huh? Where did that come from? Why you all about cussing somebody out? Because that's my job. Nope.
No, because they come to me tonight. I appreciate it. See, that's what I said. I put together the man's family of person. And this all comes out of place of place jobs. And you see, they just, sometimes I open my mouth, they be triggered in the comments.
Yo,
You got your back, sis.
you heard how she tried to take credibility for